are a nothing.
You're not even doing okay. You're not even doing kind of good, dude.
Imagine being such a nothing that a homeless guy breaks up with you.
I want to kill him.
I want to crash a plane into your head.
I'm just saying, like,
yeah, hold on. That's like,
hold on.
You hold on.
I'm standing up.
A miserable, mediocre nothing. You nothing.
There's no rollers. You don't have ice skating in the winter.
I mean, it's probably not open if they do, because of fucking chest cold, you know.
Oh my god, Gem! Everything has been open for like, dude. First off, nothing.
No, not where I live.
Nothing ever closed. I went to the beach all summer. That whole like, oh my god, there's nothing to do. There's always something to do.
No, it's not. Not here in the winter.
You just can't go to the bar and get drunk with your shitty friends and talk about how, oh, I could have been this, but then I decided to have a family. Yeah, you're dumb.
No. You just don't get it. You've never lived here in the winter, dude. There's nothing
I lived
here.
in the Northeast in the winter all the
time.
time.
Not specifically where I live, though. I'm telling you.
Where do you live?
I live in a very specific place. You know where I live.
Yeah, but I mean, Jesus Christ.
I'm telling you, bro. There's nothing to do here. That's why, like, heroin is like, we're like the top heroin area in the fucking country.
Dude, the second this Knicks game starts, I will not. Can you put the spoon down?
No, if you're going to watch the game, I'm going to eat.
Yeah, but mine's not affecting the audio.
Yeah, it's going to affect you, your attention. You're going to be not even paying attention half the time.
My attention's always affected, so don't blame that.
No, it ain't.
You were yelling at me last week about my attention.
When I yelled at you about you last week.
All right, guys, real quick. All right, we started. This is the Nothings podcast, episode 16.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
I got to tell them what episode
Here comes the corporate fucking Whitey over here to lay down the law for the listeners.
What's the eyes closed wide shut, Whitey?
Yeah.
And then here's Gemini eating soup, fucking sunglasses on a cloudy day.
Yeah.
He can't go out in the winter because it's too cold over there.
It is, dude.
Oh my god. Anyways, guys, this is episode 16. Our guest midway through this show is going to be SoGal. She has a YouTube channel. She is also a historian. This is our second historian that we have on, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, a lot of historians up in this YouTube space, huh?
Yeah, they must like have a shtick going on, these historian shticks.
Oh, what do you mean? Like they wear like a archaeologist's uniform or something?
Oh, dude, you want to know what's really shticky right now on YouTube? I don't know if it still is, but it was like right at the end of me getting off YouTube were these
you getting off, you know,
these these body language.
I hate them. That's the eyes closed way. Once I evolved past the YouTube phase that everyone else is on.
All right.
Started doing a detox.
So I'm not going to be able to get this story out.
Hypnotherapy every Wednesday.
You got us a tarot reader on.
Yeah, she was awesome. She was like one of our best guests.
I loved her. And she was like, dude, if I was single and I was looking for a 55-year-old, she'd be in.
You got a dude on who like makes YouTube videos about movies and how they should have been made. Like, okay, dude, sit in your fucking armchair. We get it.
I love that. And I also had the same not the same, but similar feelings about The Departed, but it was funny. Like, wait, The Departed? Really? That's the movie we're talking shit about today?
Yeah.
Like, no, dude, those YouTube videos, those body language expert people.
Oh yeah, I've gone down those.
It's the dude. Oh my god! Like if you want to look at a group of gullible people, just go in the comment section of those fucking videos. It's like, dude, do you even know who 90% of these body language people don't show their face, don't tell you who they are. They just say, "Oh, I'm a body language expert with tons of background experience." Oh, okay. Yeah. That's like going to a doctor. Oh yeah, I went to a school. Tons of learning and books and stuff, so I can totally do this heart surgery.
Yeah. No, but it's the weird thing is I start to believe him, you know? Like I watched the video and I was like, oh, he did blink twice, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe he is lying.
He must be lying. The person on the audio says he's lying, so it must be
You're
true.
right, though. It's never like an FBI, like CIA analyst. It's always like some fucking...
It's always some bitch in her house.
Is there a girl? I've only seen guys do it.
I think the girl, there's a girl one who's like the biggest one, I think.
No way, really?
Yeah, she did one on the, who is that girl who claimed she was raped like 500 years ago by this like senator dude?
What?
There is a woman This guy got elected
Like
to
Cleopatra?
kind of. There's a guy who got elected to be a judge or something. And then this girl came out and was like, "Oh, back in like college in the 50s while we were doing the Charleston, this guy plowed me without my consent." And then it became a huge thing. And then this body language expert would go on and she would look how she's lying. And I have to admit, I was watching that video going, yeah, she does seem like a lying cunt, but like, I also don't know who the fuck you are, lady. So how can I just take your word for face value?
Yeah, that's bananas. The one thing though with me is I've always been a good read, like, of character. Like, I don't know why I can just like sniff bullshit out,
I know
but I
this
don't
is
have any like.
this is such a screwed up thing, but there's something about someone coming out, 30 years later. It's like, dude, it's 30 years ago, man.
Yeah, no,
There's something weird about it. I
Why
understand it's the
now?
whole like, oh, you don't understand. I was in fear back then and I just didn't want it. I get it, but 30 years, bro. That's a lot of time.
Yeah, I don't even like. I'm not even 30 yet. Like, that's like my whole life. Like, how can
I
you? I can't even remember what I did last week.
I saw a video where your cells, you're basically after 10 years, 10 or 12 years,
7.
all it oh, it's 7 years?
Yeah,
All your current cells are new and aren't what they were. You don't have any of your old cells from 7 years ago. So it's like, dude, 30 years ago,
bananas.
uh, you're
It wasn't
basically
even you.
you're punishing someone that might not even be that person anymore.
Yeah, literally not even the same
Human.
human. Yeah, no, that is a weird thing.
If abortion's just a thing of cells, why are we persecuting this new thing of cells for 30 years ago? What if his old cells did?
Yeah, that is weird.
That made sense too.
That is weird. Biology kind of freaks me out. I try to stay away from it. That's like you know how you try to stay away from like the conspiracy rabbit holes? It's like I stay away from anatomy and shit. That shit's weird. When I start
Anatomy? What do you mean?
well, like you ever like look at a person and then you just like you're like, "Oh, that's just like a skeleton with like meat." And like you like see it for like it just you I know that sounds super weird, but do you ever just think of like, "Oh, that's just like it's just like bones and like meat and veins."
It does, yeah, something about anatomy does make me, when I see that kind of stuff, it does make me sad because I do have that part of my mind that tells me, hey, listen, when you die, maybe there is something, maybe. And then you just watch a 5-minute anatomy video, and after it goes off, you're like, all right, I guess the maggots are eating me when I'm dead. Fuck me, right?
I know. No, that science and shit like that's so cold a lot of the times where it's just like, yeah, we're cells and then we die. And it's like, okay. Well, that's kind of dark.
Why are we doing all these surgeries? Just let the fucker die.
Yeah, everything's so clinical, it's just white stone. Got the
Oh, dude.
remember the science class in school? Like the desk would always be like that, like marble that would like leave fingerprints. Do you have
Yes,
those?
the
I
black
hated them.
marble. Yeah.
Yeah, like it would like extract the oil from your hands. Like, why are we in a why are we in a surgeon's room? Like this
That was
is
always science class, yes.
yeah, and then we'd watch
It was
fucking
the big rectangle black slab that was heavier than a dying star, and then just 4 wooden legs.
yeah, and then there'd be like the 2 weeks of the year where there's just like dead cat smell in the room. It's like fuck, man. Like I don't want to. I didn't want to. I opted out of fucking cutting these things open. Now you're gonna fucking keep them in the cupboards for every other class. You fucking sick freaks.
By the way, dude, so I got this new phone, right? And
Oh
when
yeah.
my old phone broke, but when I was like showing files of the temporary phone I had, or like when it was like, all right, let's take the files from your temp phone to your new phone. I don't know what it is about me. I could have the cleanest clean phone ever. I could reset this motherfucker. Anytime I'm preparing to show my phone to someone, I'm always paranoid that porn is going to come up.
Yeah.
And
Like a
not
dick
just
pic.
random funny porn, just like, no, it will be the exact shit that I like.
Yeah.
And the person seeing it is going to know I like that shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like, no.
It's gonna be in a folder called like my favorite scenes or something.
Yeah. This is all the
Oh, they
shit
know
I
you're into
like.
feet.
Like my kinks.
Yeah. Fucking hairy fucking armpits and feet.
Just like
Yeah,
natural
that's
women, dude. We know that. Not a
I
secret.
love natural women. No, it's not a secret, but I just don't want it to. I don't want my mom to say, "Oh, look at your new phone." Oh my god.
Or that,
No, yeah,
or
that's-
like a Wookiee sound sets you off. You don't want.
I hate you. That's a stupid joke, but that's a good one.
Fucking no, yeah, that phone's given a lot of. It's given a lot. If you give your phone to someone, dude, that's a lot of. There's a lot they could do there. You know, with that, it's too much power.
You know what I always find funny?
What?
I always find bands that are one-hit wonder bands that have like 8+ members in their band. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
are all 8 of you still living off this one song from
Yeah.
the 80s? Are you really are you going to shop, right? Like, yeah, I'm gonna pay with these groceries with that video killed the radio star money, you know?
Oh yeah, dude. That shit. They still play shit like that on the radio all the time, like classic rock. I'm like, who's still listening to these songs?
I love classic rock, so no.
Yeah, no, of course everyone does. That's why it was like the biggest genre. But like, it's let's move on to something new here. Like we've all heard each song a million times. Like nothing's that good.
What do you have for today? Did you do anything?
I did nothing, dude.
So you got nothing? I thought you said you
no,
had some
I
shit
said I
to tell
had
me.
some shit. Let me
Winter.
get my phone.
Let me get my phone, he says.
Well, that's why I read it down.
Since he's gone, you wrote it down.
Yeah, and then I don't throw my phone at the ground, so I still have it.
Can we not talk about this? It's the number one thing I don't want to talk about.
I'm a fucking adult.
I just spent $1,200 on a phone.
Because I'm a grown man. Really? Jesus Christ.
I know. That's what my brother said. He's like, dude, what?
Yeah, you can't be
Throwing
throwing tantrums. You can,
I know.
you're not a toddler anymore, Whitey.
Get the
I
latest and greatest though, didn't you?
You go to therapy.
Oh my god, the latest and greatest is right. I love
I'm about
this
to do
thing.
the same thing, bro. I'm up for
Are
upgrade.
you serious?
I'm up for upgrade.
Yes.
About to
Oh,
upgrade
kind of-
Samsung.
Dude.
Jem still has a typewriter.
I was drunk last night and I watched the Katy Perry music video. And for under the podcast notes, I just wrote Earth is gonna lose the internet.
I don't get it.
It's only funny because I remember I was just drunk watching this music video, like, dude, she's predicting the future, man. Because in the music video, she like unplugs the internet to save Earth. And I was like,
What?
I was like, dude, Katy Perry's in the Illuminati, man. She's gonna
Wait.
they're gonna take the internet away from us all.
What music video is it? What song is this?
It was the one that came out this year, which it's actually a good song.
I don't know it. She actually, dude, there are songs I listened to when I was younger by her that I liked a lot.
Yeah, she puts out bangers, man.
Didn't she do the song Dark Horse?
Yes,
Mhm.
that's a great song.
That's a great song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The beat is amazing, but like in the video, Zoe Deschanel or whatever the fuck that chick's name is.
I've heard
That
her. Is
everyone thinks is Katy Perry.
Oh no. Well, if I saw her, I would know who it is. If Duel pulls up a picture, I'd be very much appreciated.
Yeah, they look very similar, and it's been a meme for years. But she, like, aliens abduct Zoe in the video, thinking she's Katy Perry, and then she has to like pretend to be Katy Perry to save the world from it. I don't know. It was good. I'm just let's see what
narcissistic to be like aliens come to Earth and it's Katy Perry and Zoe Deschanel that they seek after.
Well, they're like super fans of yeah, no, it is narcissistic what I'm talking about.
That is. It's even worse.
Dude, she's intergalactic, man.
Intergalactically known. Dude, imagine if that happened and you just see Kanye like outside of the spaceship, like, yeah, fuck y'all then. What the shit anyway?
Oh, I wrote one of those cringy drunk quotes too. You ever do that? You ever write some fucking euphemism, some Confucius fucking thing, and
I always think I'm deep when I write that shit.
Oh, dude, I thought I was so. You want me to read it?
Only yes, because I have one that I'm gonna read right after you.
It's so cringy.
All right, I'm ready.
This is right under Earth is gonna lose the internet. So I was high off Katy Perry right now.
Hold on, Duel. You have to rate these two and tell us which is more cringier.
I'm showing you Katy Perry, by the way.
Oh, on the thing? Oh, okay.
Oh, here we go.
No,
I'll
that's
wait.
Katy Perry. Well, who's Zoe Deschanel? I said show me Zoe Deschanel. You're right, Jem. This does kill the podcast.
Oh my god, it's
Not DMing.
It's like hitting the e-brake.
Not DMing.
I guess that
I'm
looks
telling
like,
you, and I'm showing you. You said
kinda
not to
looks like
DM.
Katy. He's still going.
Gemini.
All right, Jem, do your quote.
Okay. Yeah, this is Just give me a leeway a little bit. I was drunk. All right, I'm not. That's not an excuse.
I was sober and I thought this was the shit.
I wrote. This is so bad. I wrote, "Life is like driving." This is where it starts. Life is like driving. You should always be planning moves in the future.
What? No, that doesn't even make any sense.
You should always. In my head, it made so
I'm not
much sense.
thinking about the turn 8 fucking blocks ahead.
You should always be planning moves in the future, and when executing, quickly look to the past.
What?
But it's important to always stay in the present. Oh, that
this
hurt.
is a long one.
That hurt. I meant like, when you if you're changing lanes, you have to look in your rearview mirror, like you have to look behind you. I don't know, dude. It's so
don't
lame.
save yourself.
It's so lame.
Okay, you ready for this one?
Yeah.
Dude, I actually edited this. I'm like, I got the rough draft down. But let me see if I can get this final copy.
Yeah.
You ready for this
Well, let me
Instagram
tell the
quote
people
with a mountainside in the background?
Oh yeah, where it's just like a black thing with white text. It's got like a flower in the corner
or 2 white ass cheeks.
Ugh.
All right.
I know why. Dude,
Those are the only options. You either get an environmental scene or some girl's asshole when she was working out.
Oh, is there anything more just lame than just women on Instagram, dude? It just here's my butthole, and with this like quote, like, "Oh, you can do anything you want. Now look at my ass."
All right, here's the quote.
It'd be like a jail cell for those types of people.
Be yourself.
Oh, no, it is already worse. Because it's not even original. It's just like already a thing.
That's the thing. It's not original. Like, it is original, but it's not original. All right.
Be yourself. It's like, okay, 1,200 other people who have said that.
1,200, 12 million.
Yeah.
All right. Confucius says, be yourself, because if you don't, you'll die being someone else.
Oh, yeah, that's like actually already a thing.
Is it really?
That wasn't even original.
Oh, no. I got to look that up. Hold on.
Oh.
Be yourself.
Where were you when you wrote that? Were you on like the shitter?
I was opening up a fortune cookie.
Really?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, shit. That's funny. No, yeah, I'll go through these. It's usually when I'm drunk, man. I'll think of something and I'll be like, dude, that's a real. That's like
wait. Here's
sunglasses in the.
I looked up what I just said, and I looked up images on Google. Let's see. Here is something similar. You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. Buddha. Well, I mean, if Buddha's saying it,
Yeah, he's kind of a cool dude.
Yeah, he was around before Instagram.
Yeah, and he wasn't showing his ass.
Imagine if back then it was either scripture on a stone or some girl would like stone out her ass and put a quote next to it.
Yeah, like old like cave paintings. It's just like a chick twerking. You think like in their language they were just like writing like it was on a bathroom wall, just like I was here, and it's like,
dude, I tell everyone all the time when people go, "Oh, look at these ancient artifacts and drawings of rocket ships. What does this mean?" It's like, it means someone could have been doodling. I used to draw spaceships in elementary school all the time. That doesn't mean I spoke to aliens.
Oh, dude, you know what I used to draw a lot? Fucking SWAT stickers.
Yeah, swastikas were fun.
I feel like everyone drew those. It was just like a fun thing to draw,
Oh, dude, this is a semi-long story.
Am I crazy?
It has something.
I want to draw one right now. Like, I love drawing those. Those were great, dude.
Oh, dude, remember the letter S that people would draw?
Yes. There's a whole YouTube video about that. And like,
what was that? I don't understand. Yeah, well, I never got it.
Oh, the guy traced. I think it might be Nexpo. It was one of the people we've talked about that we watched. I think he traced it back to like the 40s or something, but there's no conclusion, which made me angry because then I was like, oh fuck, we don't even get an answer now.
Are you ready for this semi-long Jewish story?
Jewish, yeah. What, are you Jewish?
No, well, maybe. I don't know.
I think I might have a little bit.
I like vacation days.
Yeah.
Where's he going?
Yeah, all right, guys. You hate insurance.
Oh, Jews like insurance?
Oh, dude, like that's every single one of companies owned by Jews.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean they like it. It just means like they like people paying for it.
Exactly. Yeah, and I'm not saying they're reading like Insurance Weekly. I'm just saying like, they're into it. All right, sorry. What's your thing though? Before I get flagged for fucking hate speech.
All good. Well, it's gonna get worse, but hopefully they'll understand. Hopefully they'll understand the story because It's gonna be one of those stories where I push you away immediately, but I'm gonna hope to bring you back at the end.
Yeah, you got a rope. We're buckled in. So
All right. So I'm driving my girl into work one morning. Right. It's around 7 a.m.
Oh no.
Overcast day, and we're driving through a part of town that has a lot of Jewish people, like Hasidic Jews, right? Or Orthodox. They got the hats and the tuxedos and the little curls.
Oh yeah, like the Amish guys.
Yes, the Amish
They
Jews.
churn butter and stuff.
Yeah, but they have cell phones, so like that.
Oh, so they're not Amish.
Well, they're Jewish, but they look Amish.
So what is that? What's that deal with that whole thing?
I think
Why are they dressed like that?
they might really like Amish people.
Yeah.
So we're
No,
driving.
that is weird. Like I'm gonna own a cell phone, but I'm still gonna dress like I'm from the fucking 1700s. Like why? Update your clothing too. At that point, you have a phone.
Maybe they like their clothes and they think technology, like phones, are one of the things that should be upgraded. I don't know.
Why'd you just pause?
Oh, all right. So we're driving down the road, right? 7
Watching
a.m.
the damn game. Turn the damn game off.
Oh, well, oh man, and the Knicks are winning, but they just got slammed on. Fuck, come on, play some defense, man. 8 points in 3 minutes. All right, we're driving down the road, 7 a.m., overcast day. We're in a part of town where there's, a bunch of Jewy Amish people walking around. And I see this one Jewish kid, and he's a kid. You can tell he's a high school student because there's actually a school nearby too, I believe. So, an all Jewish school. So he's walking and he's on his cell phone, and overcast day. I think it was actually raining a little bit, like a mist. And I'm just looking at this guy, and he just looks so anemic and so out of it, so out of life. Not because of the whole Jewish thing he's wearing, just like he just looks like a typical person who's just this skinny, pale white dude who's got nothing going on, but he loves looking at his phone and he's addicted to notifications. So
He just got his dick snipped by the fucking priest, by the rabbi. He just came from the rabbi's office, got his fucking dick cut off or whatever the fuck they do.
Office.
Yeah, the pew. I don't know.
I don't know. So we drive by, and I immediately go to my girl, or no, I think for a second. I take a deep breath and I go right to my girl and I go, you know what? I should have rolled down the window and yelled "kike" at him.
Oh, whoa!
I know. All right, hold on. This is where I
Whoa.
push this. I know this is where I push away, and I'm gonna see if I can bring you back on this one, man.
Whoa!
Okay, hear me out.
All right. Well, if you say that, then we're saying gay on this episode from now on.
That's fine. That's
because this
fine.
one's already tainted. All right.
That's fine. Here's the thing. So I said it to myself, and my girl said the same. She's like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Hold on. I have a reason. I have my fucking ways."
There's no good reason. Is it?
There's sadly no good reason. But
Trying to convince your bae, like, hey, we should just be racist sometimes. You're like, nah, I don't think that's a good idea. We're in a city.
So, all right. The reason I wanted to yell this at him. I wanted to roll down the window and just yell it because I thought to myself, if I rolled down this window and I yell this, all of a sudden his eyes would light up, his head would pick up, his ears would perk and be like, what the fuck? He'd walk into school that day. He'd go to his teachers, his friends, faculty. Like it's some guy just yelled "kike." Like it's some guy. It's just people would just start chirping, talking like, oh my God, this guy yelled "kike" at the window. This is insane. I can't believe in 2020 or 2021, this shit's still going on. This is disgusting. All of a sudden the school gets together. His parents get together. A bunch of Jewish people in the local community, they get together. They get signs and pamphlets and they're calling up people and they're going on social media and the local news saying racism and Jewishism or whatever, all this stuff is still going on. We have to get together as a community and stop this kind of stuff. And I thought about all that in my head and I went, man, if I just would have yelled that, like instead of this nothing experience he's having,
like the butterfly effect, he becomes a president. Just from that one word.
Well, yeah, instead of just looking at your phone, being anemic and just like part of nothingness, he would have had this like spark and it would have ignited this huge upbringing of sense of worthiness and togetherness and just a sense of purpose instead of just walking on your phone, looking down on a overcast, misty day. So that's why.
Or it would have
wanted
been
to
like the
yell.
last straw, and he would have like jumped off the bridge. Like, he probably got like beat by his father. He's like limping to fucking school where he hates it, and then you just like some kid fucking, hey, a guy could throw a fucking Burger King.
I know for a
Sandwich
fact
at
that in real life, I would never be able for anyone to be like, I get that, but I hope you understood where I was coming from.
I have those thoughts all the time. Where like I would be like, imagine if I just rolled down this window and would just like whatever race it is, just scream the word. You know what I mean? Like, would they actually be upset, or would it be like so jarring that they would be like, did that just fucking happen? Like, is someone that bold?
But at
Is
least it
someone-
would wake someone up.
I know what
man.
you mean. Yeah, yeah.
We're so fucking just asleep, and I don't mean in the gay woke
God,
way.
Open your eyes, Whitey.
Oh jeez.
We need to wake up, man.
I
We're all
hate
living
you.
in a simulation, bruh.
All right,
You know what
can't
we
say
did back in
words
my
like that.
day? Yeah, no, that's not allowed.
We gotta
but
stop. All right, because
No.
I didn't say it as a slur. I said
I'm definitely
it as,
saying gay though for the rest of it, because this episode's tainted already. So
Oh,
you gave me the gay pass.
for how long?
It's a gay area.
For the whole episode?
Well, it's already tainted, dude.
SoGal hit me up saying, "Hey, I'm Jewish. I'm not coming on anymore."
Oh, jeez.
No, she's coming on.
No, I
think.
know. I know you were joking. That would be wild. No one watches this. They don't watch this before they come on. There's no way they do.
They should. They watch it after and they're like, "Why the fuck?" They after. I bet after every guest leaves, they're like, "Why the fuck did I agree to do this?"
No, they think that like the first 10 minutes in, they're like, there's got to be a point where there's like, this
isn't Conan.
I should have probably checked this out first before I hopped in on the hot tub with these fucking spicy motherfuckers.
That was the gayest thing you ever said, dude.
Why?
These spicy motherfuckers.
Yeah,
Oh god.
that was kind of gay. It's almost as gay as like doing a hate crime to a fucking Jewish kid. Wait, why were you driving your chick to work, by the way?
She didn't have a car.
Your bae don't have no car, dude?
She didn't. Past tense.
Ah. Your bae didn't have a car, dude?
Did I tell you about?
It's a problem.
Dude, did I tell you the story
It's a
that
red flag.
last week that a mother and daughter gave me the middle finger? Did I tell you
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
I
yeah.
did. Okay.
And then directly after, we had some guy who hates the Oscars on mumble about fucking theories. I'd actually sit there like, oh, really? Oh, you didn't like Avatar. Okay. Interesting.
Huh.
We get it. The book's better than the fucking movie. All right. I've met this guy a million times. I hate this guy. Oh, fucking,
Are we reading emails today, or are we actually going to do that? Are they worth reading today?
We don't have any.
Duel said we had emails today.
Oh, let me check. Oh, we do.
Yeah, check the DMs. Oh shit, the Knicks are winning by 6, bro. Hell yeah. Come on, man. Move that ball.
Okay, Lucas emailed us. Lucas, number one fucking
Damn, Kyrie's
listener.
playing some defense, man.
You
Damn,
guys,
that was good defense.
shut up. You guys brought up anger issues, and it reminded me of the time I accidentally missed my drive time for driver's ed because I was at a friend's house and punched myself in the head and started scratching my arms. But then I realized that I was retarded and stacked Diet Coke cans until I felt better. What the fuck?
Was that part of the
Okay.
email the end, or did you read that?
No, that's my reaction to it.
Well, I mean, at least stacking soda cans is a lot better than punching your own head and scratching yourself.
Yeah, it's a problem.
I have
Also,
moments like that though all the time, Lucas. Yeah, it's called it's having anger issues. You got to get a hold of that sooner than later.
Yeah, also stop drinking Diet Coke. That's like the biggest takeaway.
Oh, it was Diet Coke.
Yeah, who drinks diet soda?
Oh, dude,
God.
diet soda. It's the worst.
What kind of animal? It doesn't even. It tastes disgusting. That's the whole thing. I don't even care if like people always go, "Oh, it's worse for you." That's not even my argument, even though it's true. It's just like it's disgusting. The same people that drink like seltzer. It's like
The advertising for diet soda should be like, "Hey, Do you hate the do you want no flavor of regular soda, have it taste disgusting, and somehow do even more harm to your body? It's like, yeah, I do. Then you'll like diet soda.
Yeah. Are you a
What?
fat, disgusting slob who doesn't like to drink water? Well, here, you can drink this and not gain as much weight, but you're gonna die at 40. It's like, okay. In between these fucking yodels, I'm gonna drink some diet soda and because I'm being good today.
Like diet soda, but want the word after the brand and also still 4 letters? Of course I do. Then try Soda Zero.
Yeah, yeah, it's always zero. Coke Zero. No, that's
Duel's-
where it's no caffeine.
Duel
right?
just jumped off the cliff with the amount of bombs we're just telling right now.
These aren't bombs. I hate fat people. All right. Did you see that Bill Burr was on Mike Tyson's podcast?
I feel as if I listened to a Mike Tyson podcast
Oh, dude.
the whole time, I'd be like, what? What
Dude,
did you say?
Dude, Mike Tyson is fucking wild. Dude, he there's a
I
few
wouldn't
times where
understand
like
a word he says.
there's a few times where he'll just throw something at Bill and Bill's just looking at him like try not to laugh so he's gonna get punched in the head.
Wait, throw something verbally or actually throw
verbally.
something? Okay.
But no, he was actually real. It was actually really good. It was funny. He was like on shrooms.
Oh
He's
yeah,
like
Bill Burr talked about he was on shrooms a couple weeks ago when he went on a family vacation.
No. Mike Tyson was on
Oh,
shrooms.
that's even
So
more
you have an
interesting.
even more confused Mike Tyson.
Oh, during the podcast?
Yeah.
No way.
Oh yeah. There was a moment where he was like, "Gus, you silly goose." Like he called Bill Burr a silly goose.
Stanley, you call your friend an asshole right now.
No, but I was super surprised because like he's obviously an idiot because he's gotten punched in the head 1,003 times. So he's like he's
that the
not really
count?
yeah, something like that. He's not really like you know how he's just kind of odd. Like he's not the smartest cookie, you know, and he's kind of incoherent, but it's like certain shit he was saying was super like wise. Like he might not have been the smartest, most intelligent, articulate guy, but like he would still say some like profound shit. Like he
It's
would
like there's something in there, you know?
yeah, he's like, you know, you got to be a good person. You got to do the good things.
Dude, I hate that you know how to do impressions. I suck at impressions.
I suck at impressions. This is
No,
worse.
when you did that Alex Jones impression a few months ago, that shit had me on the floor. You should do it at my house.
Oh, yeah. It's like, yeah, you should do it at my house. Oh, he went on fucking Andrew Schultz's podcast. So that was that was amazing. A lot of good podcasts. But yeah, no, it was just Mike Tyson he kind of gave
so Andrew Schultz, his podcast is actually good?
no.
Oh.
It's horrendous. But because Alex Jones was on it, it was good. You know
Well,
what I
that's 'cause
mean?
Alex Jones is, yeah.
Exactly.
He's
So
fun.
I watched it and I was like, oh, that was a great fucking because they weren't like a lot of people that have them on, they're super like measured. And Andrew Schultz and the other co-hosts were just like, yes, we're not fact checking anything. You just say whatever you want. If we wanted they just got drunk and just went wild with it, you know?
Yeah, dude, I hate when people fact check. It's like, you know, at the end of the day, you're not the smart one. It's Google's the smart one.
Yeah, fucking Rogan. It's like every 3 words. He's like, hey, Jamie, can we look at it? Hey, let's stop the whole podcast. Let's stop all the momentum. Let's see what it's like. Okay, did we get it? Like, people are gonna be mad at you, but just let the fucking guy talk. Who cares? I'm not coming here to like learn
Jim,
the
can
fucking
you
truth.
put whatever you're playing
It's a
with
water
down?
bottle, dude.
Just stop playing with it, dude. The main thing
I'm
about a
drinking
podcast is
from it.
audio, and we'll put it in a glass.
I don't even have a glass.
How'd this game get tied up all of a sudden?
Yeah, now that I think about it, I don't own a cup.
You're poor.
That'd be like owning a fucking VCR.
Oh, come on, get the rebound.
We have water bottles.
Oh
It's like-
my god, he wasn't out of bounds. Whatever.
Like, why would I take this Poland Spring and then put it into a container that I can't close?
Why are you buying Poland Spring, by the way?
I don't know. It's fucking. I don't drink tap water.
Just put a filter on it.
Nah,
Oh my god.
I don't trust it
Really?
'cause,
You
like-
trust Poland Spring?
more than I trust fucking the local government.
Why?
Yeah,
Why? Oh yeah.
because
I'm
I've been
sure
to the DMV. I know how shit works around here, right? They ain't getting shit done. You tell me this
That's actually a
guy's
smart
fucking
answer.
yeah. I don't fucking trust government. Get the fuck out of here. I
But you
trust the corporation
Poland
more.
Spring.
Yeah,
I don't trust anyone.
because here's the thing: is they want people to buy their water, right? So they're
Who?
gonna make it as Poland Spring. So they're gonna
Okay.
make it as healthy as possible, so
We
the people
talked
keep living
weeks
and buying their
ago
water.
about fucking girls dying of radium poison. I mean, there was companies that literally sold radium, and they weren't keeping their clients and customers healthy.
Yeah, but if they wanted it, they'd sell soda if they wanted to fucking kill people while making them buy the product. You know what I mean? Like this, they're
Yeah,
selling
they're
what? It's the healthiest thing ever.
Yeah, they're selling water in plastic that's going to give you cancer.
I don't think it's giving us cancer, but I think it's making us like all like trans. I think it's like I read an article about like how
Oh boy, maybe this is why we need fact checking.
I read an article how BPA is like acts the way estrogen does
Is
and
that
like hooks into the
is
same
talking
things.
about the oil company?
No, BPA, it's like it is an oil from the plastic, but when if like when shipping the water, if it gets too heated up, like in a truck, you know, if it's driving across the country, it can like leak into the water, and then it acts like estrogen. So basically, the entire American population has higher like estrogen levels.
That would explain men being more feminine nowadays, and also women having way bigger asses and tits nowadays.
Oh, is that what that does? The estrogen to the ass?
I thought it did. I think it does. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of
I
like
think it
their
does.
testosterone, right?
I just think women have awesome asses in the year 2021.
No, I agree. I agree.
Huge turd cutters.
I watched the South Park episode for the first time the other day.
Which one?
It was fucking hilarious. So they go to like SeaWorld and there's like
Will
like these yeah, dude, there's these two
Yes.
announcer guys and they pretend to be the whale. And
Yes.
it fucking dude, it was I
a
thoroughly
great
enjoyed the
episode.
entire episode. I was like, this is fucking hilarious.
After
And-
season 6 is actually one of their best episodes.
Oh man, it was, and then when he's like his friend's dead on the ground and like he's on the road just like shot up.
Funny.
And
It was funny.
Yeah, he just sees like the whale get launched and he's like like he's,
Yeah.
in that moment he's just like, ah, that's funny as fuck.
Yeah, like
They
it was
actually
all
did
worth it.
Yeah.
I just like it where it was funny. It just wasn't funny this time.
Yeah, it just wasn't funny this time. No, it made me want to watch more of them though. I was like, I
If you
should
like
work
that
through some of
episode,
these.
you'll like the episode where they save the baby calves from being killed because they didn't know veal was baby cow.
Oh, I have seen that, but that was back when it came out, like way back in the day.
I love the commentary for that episode. They were like, no, we're all for eating meat, but it's like we just don't want to eat babies.
Yeah, slaughtered baby cow, whatever.
Yeah, it's like, all right, you have to like, all right, people can still eat baby cow, but you must change the name from veal to slaughtered baby cows.
Yeah.
Well, then no one's not going to eat it anymore. That's the point.
I've seen probably a dozen in my life. So I remember I saw the one where what's another? Oh, I saw the Lemmy Winks one way back in the day.
Lemmy Winks the gerbil went up the gay man's ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I saw the one where they said like shit like 96 times because that was like a huge deal.
It was 150. I think it was 158 or 59. Could have been 162.
Yeah, I remember that was such a big deal back in the day when that thing was gonna air. They were like hyping it for weeks.
Shit. My favorite is Mr. Garrison. I guess we can't. Are we allowed to say words today or not? What's going on?
Yeah, definitely. Well, dude, you said kike already. It's over.
Fact, a shitty fact, shitty fact. How do you do? I fucking love that part.
That was around the time where I stopped watching. Was when
hey,
like
there. What's that?
I stopped watching around the time that like Mr. Slave came into the picture. Not because of that. That's just to give you like a
season that was.
Yeah, I don't remember when, but I remember it was shortly after that I stopped. And because my brother was super into it, but I still like the movie more than any episode I've seen though.
Well, the movie's great.
The movie's the fucking best, dude.
They planned on the movie being in the finale. They didn't even know if they were going to do it anymore. And then lo and behold, they've continued to do it for 20 plus years.
Yeah. Have you seen the fucking have you seen like their like pilot? Like before, like it was like the first one they ever did.
Tape that was literally George Clooney fucking handed out VHS copies of he not mailed them, but told people about, hey, you have to see this shit. This shit's awesome.
Yeah, or it was the one even before the pilot. I think it was the first one they ever did when it was just like an idea and it was like
The
super
spirit,
rough.
the spirit of Christmas. You're
Yes,
talking
yes,
about?
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks so janky, dude. It looks so
There's actually technically two.
true. Have you watched it?
Yeah, but it's been so long, I forget. But it was basically just Jesus and Santa Claus fighting.
Jesus, Santa Claus. That sounds like them. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was kind of like The Simpsons opened the door a little bit for cartoons to be different than what they were in, say, the 80s. And then South Park was like, let's just make this the total opposite of what cartoons were in the 80s.
Mhm.
And ever since then, it's been kind of that. And it hasn't really gone back. It would be nice. I think Bob's Burgers actually is like, it's almost as if they're bringing that kind of back where it's like you can still be funny, but still have this family sense, like this whole being a family and comfortable with your wife and kids and a happy family in a cartoon world. It's almost like Bob's Burgers bringing it back to kind of where cartoons were in the 80s.
Mm.
I like Bob's Burgers. That's a good show.
Yeah, that guy has a great voice.
He has he's
It,
a
it, carry, it
great
carries the whole
voice
show.
character. Yeah,
Um,
the writing for the show and the people who do the voices, it's great because the way they interact when they're talking and they'll actually literally laugh and giggle,
right.
and that will be animated, whether it's all scripted or part of that is ad lib. It's so perfectly done that it's like this is it sounds like a conversation that would genuinely happen in the real world.
Right. Yeah, yeah. No, I know what you mean. The style of it's really good. And it's funny too. It's a funny show. I've liked that show. I liked what I've seen of South Park. I liked Futurama, Family Guy, and like there's probably some
Futurama was a
others.
great show.
It was a great show. I could never get into The Simpsons, but I liked Futurama. But I just can't. I'm not a cartoon guy, so like I never really get into them. I don't know
Yeah, the
why.
cartoon shows were the things like. Aqua Teen Hunger Force was one of my favorite shows growing up.
Yeah, that was everyone I knew pretty much. But I watched it, but once again, I don't know. I don't know what it was. I just wasn't a cartoon. I liked it, but I would never seek it out.
There's something about cartoons after the third or after the fourth season, they really do start to go downhill quickly.
Mm.
I think a lot of shows are like that, but maybe because I've mainly only watched cartoons and never watched any series really, and not a lot of other TV shows that I haven't noticed it. But it seems like after season 3 or 4 of most shows, they tend to jump the shark.
Yeah, they normally don't have like a plot. I like things with plots. I guess that's probably my issue because I don't like sitcoms either. I don't like I like shows that are like develop over time. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But so that's probably why I don't like cartoons. Aqua Teen Hunger Force too. It just seemed kind of cringy. I don't know, something about it. Maybe it was Carl. I hated that guy.
You hated Carl?
I hated him.
I loved it because he was
Like, actually
typical
hated him.
Jersey trash.
Yeah, I just hated him. He'd
I
always
loved
just come in and start yapping. I'm like, oh my god, this guy, this fucking guy. Because he used to be like he'd like pop in every once in a while, and then it got to the point where he like half the show was about him, and I'm just like, all right, dude, I get it. People like Carl, get this
That's
guy.
what South Park did. I mean, it started to become where 80% of the episodes were the Randy show.
Dude, that's exactly yes, dude. And
Yeah.
I like Randy. Everyone likes Randy, but like Jesus Christ, he's like the protagonist now. It's like, or at least when I stopped watching, he was like,
There were so many commentaries where Trey and Matt would go, "Oh, everyone always is like, ah, another Randy show. Can we just have like the boys being the boys?" And they would go, "Yeah, but if we had every episode where the boys were just being the boys, people would start to get bored of that." It's like, no, they wouldn't.
No, they wouldn't.
That's
That's
what
the
the
whole
show
thing.
was in the beginning.
yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? I know that is such a preemptive strike. Like that's not the reason.
Yeah, no. That's actually why I watch the show is for the boys. Like that's the whole reason I like it.
You're
Who's your
roboting,
favorite?
man. Your
Oh, am I?
microphone's off. Yeah, your mic's all fucked up, bro.
Oh shit.
Who's my favorite what character?
Is it good now?
Yeah, are you asking who my favorite character is?
Yeah, of the boys.
Um, I don't really. Well, Cartman. To be fair, Cartman.
Ah, it's hacky.
It is hacky, but I to be fair, I don't have a favorite. But if it's one of those things, if I were to pick one, it would be Cartman.
True. See, I kind of hate Cartman, dude. Like he's funny. He's definitely like the funniest, but like he's just an asshole, man. He's such a fucking cunt.
Do you know who he's based off of?
Uh,
What's his name from All in the Family? Hold on. I can't believe I'm spacing on the name. All in the Family.
never watched that show anyway.
I did. I used to watch that show at Nick and Night reruns. Archie Bunker. He's based off Archie Bunker of All in the Family.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
It does. Makes perfect sense. It's like what if we could take Archie Bunker and put him in a little innocent young boy.
Yeah,
That didn't sound right.
yeah. That sounded horrendous.
Sounded terrible. Oh, dude, they had an episode. I haven't watched actually the past couple seasons of South Park since I don't have cable, but I did watch an episode a day or two ago. It was episode 2 of season 24. It was about the vaccines and the vaccinations. And dude, it was so funny. They had the people. I don't know who these people are, and if like this, it was something about QAnon or something. I don't know if that's a real thing or not.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's the they were it's the people who the YouTube videos I used to watch or that you watch or used to watch about how like politicians and the elite they eat child's blood and
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
South Park was making fun of them where they're tutoring people's kids and and Craig goes to the tutor. He goes, "So is Hillary Clinton and Obama, are they drinking the same kid's blood or is it a different kid?" It's like it's a different kid. It's a different kid.
Oh, Jesus.
So fucking stupid.
Yeah, my parents were talking about like the vaccines. And, like they're like getting them. I was like, you guys are fucking crazy. Like I didn't say that, but I was just like, oh, okay. It's I don't know. It's just weird to me. It's like I'm not an anti-vax guy. You know what I mean? Like I'm not against vaccines at all. But it's just like, man, this one seems a little. This one was a little quick, dude. I don't think they really tested it.
Yeah, I think both people who have an opinion on the vaccine suck.
What do you mean?
It was dead silent.
Yeah,
and
what
you
does that
just
even? I
stared,
tried to
what do
think
you
of
mean?
what that means. I'm like, you just
'cause I
said
thi-
words.
Because I think anyone who has an opinion on it is an idiot, to be fair. Because I'm not a doctor and you're not a doctor. So why are we even acting like we're doctors?
No, I know, but that's because I'm not a doctor. That's why I don't want it. You know what I mean? Like, are
Yeah,
you getting
but
it?
do you take any Tylenol or anything?
No,
You take no medication ever.
no. I like every time I've ever had a headache and like taken like an
But you
aspirin or
spend
something.
$3 on a bottle of water.
Everything's every time I've had a headache and like I take an aspirin, it doesn't work. I'm like, is
Gotcha.
this like just sugar? Like, what is this thing? Because my mom would always take aspirin, and she's like, oh, finally my headache. I'm like, I don't feel aspirin at all.
Mm.
But I know what you mean. No, but like, I don't know. I just don't want like I don't want to put fucking shit in my body that like I don't know about. You know what I mean? Is that like a fair?
That's fair. Yeah, I think that's fair.
It's not a political thing. It's just like it's not a. It's more just like I don't know. I don't fucking know what the fuck's in there or what it will do to my body. I'll take my chances with the
Fair
chest cold.
enough. Oh, damn, dude, Steve Nash looks crazy right now.
Um,
Damn, Knicks are starting to get blown out. Come on, man.
the Knicks suck, dude.
Come on.
They've never won. When's the last time the Knicks won a fucking championship?
Early 70s, 72, 73 or
Yikes.
71, 72. I forget the
You
year.
weren't even born.
No, it wasn't even close. It wasn't even a thought.
You weren't even fucking. Why do you watch them then? They suck.
Because they're my favorite team. They're my favorite basketball team.
Why? Just because you live near them?
Oh, that's a steal. Come on, come on.
I never
Dunked it.
understood,
Oh, late,
dude. How
late,
does the
late.
marketing work for sports? Because like, they don't even have the people on their team from that area, so it's not even your team. It's just that's where like their office is. You know what I mean?
Well, it depends whether you're talking about college or professional sports in America.
Well, aren't the Knicks? Isn't that like a pro?
So that's pro. So, and it also depends on which sport you're talking about. So with basketball, it's a very player marketed game. So you do market the teams, obviously. You know, if that team is in your region and they do build a local audience, especially older teams because they're based off generations of fans. But in basketball as well, a huge marketing thing for them is the players. You market the players. So when LeBron's in Cleveland, you market the hell out of LeBron in Cleveland. When LeBron's in Miami, you market the hell out of LeBron in Miami. So it's more of a player driven league than most of the other leagues because the players are very visible. You know, they're not wearing any protection or helmets or anything. So you can see the players up close, and the teams are very small. So you just need a couple guys on the team to make a huge difference.
Yeah, but then why isn't your favorite car like a New Jersey brand car?
New Jersey doesn't make cars.
Why isn't your favorite
You
why isn't your
fucking-
favorite like
You got nothing.
why isn't
You
your
got
favorite
nothing.
fucking lettuce, New Jersey grown lettuce, you know?
Could be. I don't know. I don't like lettuce though.
You don't
Because
like lettuce?
the marketing's not there. It's based
How do you
off
not like lettuce? It doesn't taste like anything.
So then why would I like lettuce?
Because it's good in like a salad or something, or like on a burger.
Why? It doesn't taste like anything.
Because the
Why would
texture,
I like it?
it's the crunchiness. You get the texture of it. It breaks. You got a soft bun, you know, the meat, then you get this nice little crunch.
Actually, I have to admit, I went to Burger King. I asked for the original chicken sandwich. And you know, I hate mayonnaise. So I was like, no mayonnaise, but you can keep the lettuce on there. Because I did want that little,
Yeah,
I
you
wanted
want
that
the-
crunch.
Yeah.
I wanted something there.
It adds
And
something.
What sucks when you take the mayonnaise off, you try to eat the sandwich and the lettuce is falling out of the thing all over the
Oh
place.
yeah, because it's not glued.
It's not glued in there.
Where you're like, hey Burger King, I like what you tweeted. I like your bravery over there.
Yeah, there was a girl on the speaker, and I should have been like, "Oh, good, you're in the kitchen like they want you." Now go get my sandwich, bitch.
Yeah, fucking
Dude, have
you
they
should-
have they had any more tweets since then?
Oh, dude,
I gotta
bet
see.
they're
Wait, 'cause now I
radio
gotta look at
silent,
the
dude.
comments.
They are radio silent.
That was amazing. I still can't believe that happened.
Yeah, funniest thing ever.
Dude, is this the Gemini has to go to the refrigerator show?
I forgot to take my vitamin D. Sorry, I gotta do it right now.
Oh, so you trust those vitamin Ds you're putting in your body, huh?
Yeah, it's vitamin D. What do you mean?
You don't know that's what they do.
What? Who does?
All right, hold on. Burger King UK 8 hours ago made a post. First comment. I'm literally reading this live, so I have no idea what it's going to be. You expect me to take you seriously after the controversy you caused? Deleting the tweet was weak shit. Better be prepared by the best of my kind. Huh? Best of my kind? What the fuck does that even mean? Jeez, take it easy, buddies.
Was it a samurai fucking?
They sell hamburgers.
Yeah, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Was that guy a fucking alien? It's like, my kind does not respect those tweets. We will rain down fire.
I like the people. They just people are just replying. People belong in, or women belong in the kitchen.
Oh, dude, that reminds me this week. Do you remember the progressive girl?
Oh, like the Flo from Progressive?
Oh no, it was the other one.
Jamie?
No, fuck. Now I have
That
to
girl
look it up.
from Toyota? I hate that girl. That girl's like, oh, how the hell did she how she's just a chick. At least Flo has some pizzazz.
Yeah, Flo's kind of weird though. No, not the progressive girl.
She is
What the
weird, but I really hope behind the scenes her and Jamie hate each other and they just fight all the time.
Who? Oh, who?
The other, he's like the 1B or the number 2 mascot for Progressive, Jamie.
Oh, it's the AT&T girl.
Oh, that girl's she's just like a little happy ditzy girl. Yeah, what about her?
Yeah. So
Oh no, don't tell me she's got some stuff on her Twitter.
back in the day, she had all these like from her
Oh, no.
college from her college days. She had all
Oh
these like
no.
she had all these
Oh,
she had all these pictures of her in like
Uh-oh.
bikinis and shit. And
Oh, okay.
this got out on the internet, and then like
This got out on the internet, he says.
she immediately turned into like a meme. To the point
Well,
where
I
like,
gotta look this up.
and so everyone's like, anything she would tweet and stuff, it would just be like milkers. Like people would just write milk, milkers, milk, mommy,
Oh,
milk, and she was just so she goes on a she goes. I watched a YouTube video of her. She went on an Instagram
Oh,
live.
dude, this girl's got some tatas.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, come on.
Oh
now.
my This is the AT&T girl?
Yeah.
Wow.
And what's the number one rule of like the internet, you know?
Just don't give it attention.
Yeah, and what's the second rule of the internet? Don't let people know what bugs you.
What bugs you? Yeah, I'm sorry. That's actually the main one.
Yeah, but those are both the two rules. And so what does she do?
Why would this bug you though? Like this
because she's an idiot. She doesn't understand like memes. So she goes on Instagram Live.
No, she's probably using it as an angle. Like, oh my god, how could you objectify me?
Dude.
Blah, blah, blah.
She makes an Instagram Live, and just all
Called
the
it.
comments are like milk, milkers, milkies, milks,
Yes.
jugs, milks. And she just
Jugs, I haven't heard Jugs in so long.
she's like, don't you know how this makes me feel? What if what if you guys no, she starts to pull that angle.
I do, but I feel bad now.
No. Here's the funny thing.
Okay.
I started to feel bad until I looked at the comments. Because every time she does the victim card, you just see like milkies. Can you show them milkers? It's like people don't give a fuck. Like the more she's like getting upset,
People
the more they're doing
ruthless,
it.
Dude.
I loved it though.
There could be an Instagram live of someone getting stabbed to death and it'd be like stabbies, dead, stab. It's like Jesus Christ.
Oh, dude, because like, what is we really talking? She's sitting there just going on and on, like, this is just the worst thing.
Me and my girl.
Have you ever thought about how this makes me feel? And it's like, it's a meme, lady. Like, come on, like, why are you taking this so seriously?
We're binge watching this show right now called Temptation Island,
and
it's an island where 4 couples go on an island in Hawaii, and the guys of the couple go in one villa, and the girls of the couple go in another villa, and in each villa are 12 singles of the opposite sex that are horny as shit. And they have to stay there for 30 days. And the whole thing is, will they cheat or will they stay faithful to their spouse? Or not spouse, to their partner, because usually they're not married, or so far they haven't been.
Dude, that would be my favorite show if I could just get past the fact that I know it's not real.
I know.
Like, I was like, if someone could just have like integrity and actually do a real show like this, it would be my favorite show in the world.
Yeah, like you can tell it's staged, because they even say it's staged, but they say it's staged, but it's not scripted. And in my head, I'm like, it has to be scripted.
Yeah, this is no way it's not.
But it's still, I took the cynical away from me for this show because I really wanted to get into something. And me and my girl we laugh so hard watching this show, Jim.
Is it funny?
It's just stupid. Like there's this one girl on the first night who fucked this freaking guy if he was made in a laboratory wearing tighter shirts than I own. And then the next scene, she's crying like, I just don't, what's my boyfriend doing on the island? I just don't. It's like, you're sucking dick. Like, what are you doing?
Oh, dude, that's the
I
one
hope he
thing.
I don't hope he doesn't see this and then acts out on it. Like, what? You just fucked a guy.
Dude, I used to love watching The Real World, and like, but the thing about that show is it's always the exact same episode every episode, where it's like the couple of the group, like they start dancing with someone else, and then the guy starts dancing with someone else, and then they get mad at each other, and it's just like, oh my god, this again for fucking 10 episodes in a row. We get it. You get drunk, it's gonna be a fight. You know what I mean?
One thing that this show does, it does 2 things really well. This show, I mean, the show's awful, but it's one of those. It's so awful, it's good. It's actually not one of those. It's so awful that's awful. Like Coming to America. So the 2 things it does really well is, one, on The Real World or any type of reality show like this, there's always those. It goes to a part of the show where it's like the person talking directly to the camera.
Yep. Like the confession room.
Yeah, exactly. Well, in this show, a lot of the times in the confession room, these people are blackout drunk.
Oh yeah, that's how it always is, dude.
So it's great.
It's always end of the night clips making it to the confession. You know what I mean?
Sunglasses at 3 a.m.
They're usually drinking while in it. Like,
yeah,
it's pretty great.
They actually have multiple people a lot of times. Like there's a confession room. There's like 4 people, and one brought a blanket inside.
Oh, the best is when they bring like a guest that's like not one of the cast members. The girl they're about to bang, they just bring her in. Like she's like, wow.
Oh, by the way, a lot of sex with girls and guys straight drunk. Where I'm in my head like, yeah, I didn't know we were still allowed to show this in this day and age. This is all right, cool. People can still get drunk and have sex. I thought like,
Oh, dude.
is the guest here? Oh, we had so many more things about sexual drunkenness and
we can still keep
consent.
it going.
We can keep it going.
No, that's the thing though with those those
Wait,
shows.
Jem, you gotta say hi first.
Oh, what's up?
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, you actually have a great microphone.
Awesome. Well, yeah, it's my podcasting microphone, so.
Nice.
Why does everyone yell at me right in the beginning?
No one.
She yelled right at me. She's like, "It's my podcasting episode, and you should know I have a podcast." And then she's like, "Why haven't you already featured this on the episode here?"
No, that's not the point. But no, yeah, I really appreciate you guys having me on. Wasn't really expecting the invitation because I don't feel like I have like a big channel yet, but
Neither do we,
yeah.
so you're fine.
Yeah.
You're fine. We're happy to have you, and the fact that you said yes surprises us.
Oh, yeah, well, podcasting's a lot of fun. I always enjoy it, so.
Hell yeah.
I
We were
found
just
out about
talking.
your channel because of the
Here we
socials.
go.
Oh my god! Never mind. Go ahead, Jem. Say your thing. Go for it.
We were just talking about Passion Island. What was that thing you were saying, lady?
Well, real quick, SoGal, do you want to be called by SoGal or do you want to be called by your name?
I don't mind my first name, which is Sarah, so that's fine.
Cool. Sarah, have you ever seen the show Temptation Island?
I have not seen that, no.
All right, I'll describe it real quick, and then you tell me if this show is a good idea.
Is this like a new show?
Well, it's actually a reboot. It came out in the early 2000s, but now they're on their third season of the reboot.
Okay, I've heard of it. Maybe it's the original one I've heard of before, but I never watched it.
Do you know what it's about?
Well, no, I think it's like maybe Survivor with like dating or something. I don't know.
I'll give you the gist, and you tell me if it sounds...
That is what it is.
Okay.
Well, kind of. So basically, they get 4 couples, right? Guys and girls. I'm sure there will be a transgender and a dog at one point in the season, but right now it's just guys and girls. And they bring them to Hawaii. They have the guys' villas and the girls' villas, aka the 4 guys of the couple go in one villa, and the four girls of the one couple go into the other villa. And in both of those villas are 12 singles of the opposite sex that are hornier than could ever be. And the whole point of the show is for 30 days, can these people who are in relationships, can they stay faithful for the 30 days?
Oh, okay.
That's the show.
I mean, there's no chance that... Is there anyone that makes it through?
The first season, there was only one couple that made it through, and then me and my girl looked up that couple, and they already canceled their marriage and they broke up. That was the only couple that actually made it, quotations, through.
No, jeez. Yeah, that's too much. That's too much temptation, right?
Oh, it's just the... But me and Jen were talking about how there's a lot of alcohol involved, and they're showing clips of, at least showing clips that show a guy and a girl who are drunk as shit and having sex. And I was telling Jem how, like, that's cool that that's still allowed to happen on TV. I didn't know that was going to still be allowed.
I wouldn't say it's cool, but I mean, yeah,
I said it. No, I didn't say you said it. I said I thought it was cool.
Yeah, no, that's a big, like, for reality shows, alcohol's a big part of it, man. Like, I remember I would watch The Real World a lot, and like they wouldn't like bring anyone on the show who didn't drink, and if they did, it was like that one token character. But like I feel like half the casting is like, hey, do you drink every night? It's like, yeah. It's like, all right, you're in. There'll be drama.
Like, how do I politely get out of here?
Yeah.
But she's like, I should have listened to an episode before coming on.
Oh shit!
I thought we were going to talk about the cotton gin.
How dare you, Duel? Wait, Duel, are you doing that thing where like you talk and then when I listen back, we can't hear you? Why do you do that? I'm mad all of a sudden. Do you know what I mean, Whitey?
I
do want to ask
but
Sarah a question about her channel real quick.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, Duel, say your thing first.
Yeah. What was the reason? Because it makes me angry. Because I'm listening back. I'm like, I don't even know what you just said. I'm like talking to a wall all of a sudden.
I could have a reason, or I could be honest.
Be honest.
I forget I muted on OBS.
Okay, yes, see that. I love that. See, now I'm instantly not mad anymore. All right, cool. I get it.
I'm
Hey,
the best
Sarah.
producer.
You're doing
She's
good.
like, I'm out.
Why do you want to
Yeah,
call
I'm-
everyone by their names like your neighbors or something, dude? It's call them by their YouTube names, Whitey. Weirdo.
All right, my main question is, even though Jem doesn't want me to go in interview mode, I did find out about your channel because of Brady's channel, The Social Stud. He was a 19th century historian. What kind of history do you study?
He was 18th.
No, it's 19th.
I thought I was 18th.
1800s are the 19th century.
No, it was the 1700s.
No, first off, that makes even less sense.
He is 18. Duel, wasn't he 18?
He was 19th century. That's the 1800s.
Whitey's right. God damn.
Thank you. All right, go ahead, Sarah. We'll shut up for 5 seconds finally.
I think study is too much of a word for what I do. I don't so much study history as I'm just kind of trying to learn it on my own right now. I mean, I took history courses, like advanced history courses, in college and stuff. I did like a Civil War course and like U.S. military history. And I've always loved history, but there are a lot of gaps in my knowledge. And so that's kind of one of the reasons I created the channel, was to kind of fill in those gaps. And I had no idea that all of these history videos existed on YouTube until recently. And so I just was like, I'm just going to start watching, a lot of these videos and fill in some of these gaps. And it's been really great so far. I've learned a lot, actually. So.
Oh wait, so do you like you react to other history videos too?
Yeah,
Is that what you're
that's
saying?
yeah, that's primarily what it is, actually. I just had this idea, like, I wanted to learn all of this stuff, but I didn't want to just do it sitting by myself, and reading books or whatever. And I thought, well, I'll just kind of put myself out there on YouTube and build up. Well, I didn't know what to expect, actually, but thankfully, I've had a lot of people come in and they enjoy watching these videos and say that they're learning along with me. And if they happen to be experts at whatever video I'm watching, they'll leave comments and they'll DM me on Instagram, whatever, and teach me more about it. So it's been kind of like a cool collective project with a bunch of people from around the world.
Wow, you have a way
Pretty
nicer
cool.
comment section on YouTube than I've heard other people have.
Well, I try to keep it positive and clean as much as possible, because I do
Why
want to
did
have
you
kind of
come
like
on here?
I don't know. I don't know.
Thank you
But
again.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I just kind of like having that, positive vibe that promotes, learning and education and stuff. It might be kind of nerdy, but
Are you trying to be
yeah.
like a teacher in the future?
No. I thought about being a teacher for a while, and then, just I decided to go other directions. And so this, in a weird way, has kind of like fulfilled a little bit of that like teaching desire, because I'm not a teacher, like I'm not really qualified to be teaching other people history. But through these videos that I'm doing, I'm
Actual teachers
doing
aren't
that.
either, so you're good.
Yeah, well, that's true. That is true. Yeah, you
You're
don't
probably
remember a lot of
teaching-
history from school.
No, you're
So.
probably like people are actually probably gravitating more to your videos than some of them did at all in history class in school.
Yeah, we just watched Top Gun in history. I don't know about y'all.
The movie?
Yeah.
The
The one
Top
with
Gun.
Tom.
Wait,
Tom.
Yep.
Tom
fucking
Cruise.
It was great.
and Val Kilmer?
Great.
What?
It was
Well, how is
great.
that history movie?
I don't know. So
Yeah.
I think
I
this
think
Is
it's
that a
about
war
the
movie?
war technically.
I think this is a lot cooler.
And volleyball, the history of volleyball. That's pretty cool.
No, we watched like Roots, dude. We didn't get to watch
No.
Top Gun. We
watched
watched
Forrest Gump.
slaves get whipped for fucking
Oh,
6
dude, that's
hours.
all history was in high. It was like
Oh, dude, that was like
the
the biggest chapter.
Holocaust,
Was Holocaust,
slavery,
slavery,
and like, here's some social studies.
and then a little bit about the presidents.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hated U.S. history. I don't know why. I fucking hated it, man. It was my worst subject. But I liked world history. I didn't mind that.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'm the opposite. I prefer the U.S. history, but
Mm.
but I'm really
you-
focusing more on world history on the channel, because
Have
that's
you
what
ever
I
went
know
to
the
the
least
Met?
about. The Met? No, I haven't been there.
Oh, it's crazy, especially if you want to see American history.
The
It's
fuck is the
really,
Met?
really cool. We discussed this a couple episodes ago.
I don't remember.
It was the museum of history in New York.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yep.
Yeah,
I forgot the name.
it's really, really cool, man. It's crazy. Like we were there for 7 hours and we didn't even see everything there.
Hmm.
And it's looking
So
at
is it
old
focused
pianos.
on U.S. history or?
No, well, there's parts of it. So it's first off, it's basically a lot of art and what's it called? There's an Egyptian area, there's a
Mhm.
Roman Empire area, there is an Asian area, a lot of Indian and Chinese artifacts and stuff like that. There was a section for Central America. It's world. It's a lot of
Oh,
global
okay.
stuff. Yeah.
Hmm. Well, it
Boring.
sounds fun. I've never been to New York City actually, so that would
Really?
be on my I've never been. I've been to upstate New York, but not New York City.
Why
So
would you go to upstate New York but not the
It's a
city?
great question.
I was working at a children's camp out there. So
I thought I was working at Papa John's.
No.
I used to live in
No.
Kansas, but the Papa John's in Upper New York was like, "Hey, we need someone."
Yeah. No, we were like 2 hours away from New York City, and I wanted so bad to like just stop there, like on the way home, and we just couldn't do it. So
Dude, did you
Yeah,
see Papa
yeah.
John this week?
Did
Old
I
Papa John come
see
out.
Papa John?
Yeah, apparently he came out and was like, "Yeah, it took me 20 months to get the N word out of my vocabulary, but I did it, and
What are you
I'm not
talking
racist.
about?
I'm very." Remember when, like a year ago, he got like canceled because he said the N word at like a
I don't think
PR?
that was the reason. I think he said something that was pro
No, it
something,
was
and
no. He said the N word,
did he really?
but he. Okay, so he got into some trouble, and then
Sarah, did he
hired.
say the N word? Tell us.
I
Are
don't
you-
know. I haven't heard anything about this.
Me neither.
So he got in trouble in like PR. His own company was trying to like cancel
I
him.
know that he
So-
actually stepped down as I think the CEO.
Yeah, so he hired a company to come like prove that he's like a nice guy, and like in the meeting with them he said the N-word in reference to like that's what they said he said or something, and then they were like, oh, and then they went straight to the news and was like, oh, he said the N-word, we have it on tape. And
The people he hired?
yes, the company he
Oh,
hired to make him
no!
look good were like, hey, this guy's a fucking racist. It's
Oh,
like, Jesus
no,
Christ,
that's
that company's not ever getting
amazing.
hired again. But
Yeah, really, by the way. Oh my god.
but so he came out like this past week and was like, is some interview, and he was like, yeah, it took me 20 months to get that out of my vocabulary. It's like, Jesus Christ, man, that's a long time. I was like,
Mm.
all right, I don't know. Sorry, you said Papa
That's like
John.
one of those. That's like if a church was like, "All right, just give me 20 months with this kid, and we'll teach him not to be gay."
Yeah, I'm just more mad that like he pretends that he like makes good pizza. Like he's always like in his kitchen. He's like, yeah, I really have a passion for pizza. It's like, dude, you make like cookie cutter, like shitty frozen pizza. What do you mean?
Yeah,
Hey,
I hate
Mhm.
Papa John's pizza.
It's the worst. He pretends like it's like artisan.
Yeah.
It's like, who is this guy? Get this guy out of here.
hey, Sarah, how does it feel to have a greater IQ than the 3 people that are actually part of the show combined?
I don't know you guys personally, so
We're
Thank
idiots.
you for the kindness.
Do you ever get like comments? Because I love watching reaction channels. It's like one of my favorite genres. And like, if someone pauses the video too much, or like, I'll leave a comment here and there. Do you get any people like backseat like, oh, you paused too much, or stop pausing
Oh,
the
yeah.
video, or shit like
yeah,
that?
I've had a few of those comments saying I paused too much. In their defense, I probably did. For some of the videos, I try to I take comments like that constructively as long as they're not, doing a personal attack or whatever on me. I'll listen to their comment and, think about it constructively. And, if I might say, well, yeah, maybe I am pausing a little bit too much. Maybe I should cut back on that a little bit.
She's
Are you-
making fake accounts and she's emailing them. Listen, you fucking, I'm gonna send you a Papa John's fucking pizza that's shaped in the letter N, stuffed crust and all. You stop commenting on this goddamn video.
Are you from Philly?
No, I'm from Memphis,
Where's that?
Unreal.
Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
Memphis.
I thought I heard a little bit of a Philly accent there.
No, I don't. Well, I have a tad bit of a southern accent, but for the most part, I don't have one. So I don't know where you got Philadelphia from. and didn't grow up anywhere
Yeah,
close to that.
I don't
So
either because
yeah.
I didn't hear it at all, Joe.
Okay, well, I guess I'm a
Yeah.
bad guy. I'll take all the shots. You can let them all out.
I did hear the southern like it. She does sound like
There's a
Elvis could have been
twinge.
her second uncle or something.
Well, it's funnily enough, I had somebody from India say that I sounded like I was from Russia to them, which I have no idea how they got that.
I could hear
So
that a little, yeah,
really?
a little, definitely like Ukrainian.
I hear Philly all the way.
Huh.
Like
But,
you wanted the Berlin Wall to stay up.
do you do that thing where like once you pause the video to talk, like when you go back to it, do you like back it up a little bit in case you like talked over the first part of it?
If I remember to. Sometimes I forget to do it, but I try to. Yeah.
Because I see so many reaction channels where not only do they not do that, but if they do it, they'll like actually take the mouse and like try to scroll the video. And it's like you can just hit J, just hit J, hit the letter
Yeah,
J.
the arrow
What, to
keys,
pause it?
go back like 5 seconds or whatever. So
Yeah, arrow key goes back 5 and J goes back 10.
Yep, J
Yeah.
and L are 10. I don't.
people
we
don't
have
know
a producer. We have a producer who doesn't know that.
Oh yeah, but he didn't know how to Google either.
He doesn't know anything.
Yeah, he's like 45. Lives in
What's internet?
Texas.
So
I did not know that about the J key though, so I might use that in the future.
definitely use
It's a
that.
good one.
Yeah.
I use the arrow key more though, because it's I
Yeah.
feel like 5 is the perfect little boop, boop,
You
boop.
know what the
Yeah.
space bar does?
Pauses.
Yeah, starts and stops the video.
Don't she laughs at me like that? Was that you don't know what J
Everyone
does?
knows what the space bar does. Come on,
Yeah,
dude.
don't you dare.
Don't act like you're whipping out some ancient knowledge. That's
Well, I'm interested now because on your YouTube channel, right? It's your historian videos, but you said you had a podcast. You don't upload any episodes to your channel, do you?
No, it's an audio only podcast, and it has nothing to do with. It's a Star Trek podcast, actually. So
Star
Yeah.
Trek.
yes, I'm
The
a Star
older
Trek
one or the
geek.
Not
newer
like-
one?
Isn't that like
Well-
the Walmart like Star Wars? Isn't that like the second rate like
It's like the Papa Johns of the Star
Yeah.
Star TV shows.
Yeah, well, it
No,
depends on what you consider old, but I grew
genres.
up on like the 90s versions of Star Trek. So not like the one with William Shatner, not that one.
It's the
So
older one than that.
No, she's the middle one.
yeah.
So it's newer.
Patrick Stewart.
Newish.
Well, it's not new anymore. It's the middle child now. So the new
Yeah.
ones are like Discovery and Picard that are on the streamed online. So
What about the movies though? Like, wouldn't that be new? Because haven't they made Star Trek movies like Disney, like kind of big Marvel type Star Trek movies recently?
J.J. Abrams did some. Yeah, he did like 3 new ones. I think the first one he did was like in 2009. Yeah, so those were like takes, like rehashes of the 60s show.
All right, I'm really into this right now because
Yeah.
I'm into how. All right, our podcast sucks. We know this, but how does a podcast work based off Star Trek? Like, you gotta fill me in on this.
You talk about Star Trek. What
Yeah,
what
but
do you
how long
mean?
are these 2-hour episodes? 5-minute clips? Like, what's going on?
Well, I do it with 2 friends of mine, and the episodes are anywhere from like an hour 15 minutes to 2 hours, basically. We'll either just pick a topic from something in Star Trek and do something on that, or we will pick an episode and we'll kind of like talk about it. But we add some like gamification to it too, because we quiz each other. So if like we are going to watch an episode and talk about it, we will ask each other questions to try and stump each other about things that happen in the episode. And we keep like a running score of who's got the biggest, score. And
Which character do you think has the biggest wiener?
yeah, we'll just
Spock.
we'll just like pick random like details from the episode, like what color was the pad that Captain Picard was typing on, or something like weird stuff like that. And we'll just try to stump each other. And then we talk about, we have like a structure to it that we follow. So
Is there like a current series right now for Star Trek?
Temptation Trek.
No, you know what I mean?
there-
Like, is there a show that's still airing right now of Star Trek, or do you just talk about the past ones and ones to come?
no, they're airing on
Ooh,
it
bad
used to be
question.
CBS All Access. but they changed it to like Paramount something now.
Oh, Paramount Plus.
Paramount Plus.
Oh, now everyone has this fucking streaming thing. Now you gotta go
Everyone,
to
it's always a
17.
plus. Everyone always adds a plus
Ugh.
sign. ABC Plus, NBC Plus. Fucking Papa
Yeah.
John's is not racist and loves children. Plus.
Yeah.
I do have Disney Plus, so and it is worth it. But it's like now I gotta have 7 different accounts and remember which ones are active. And it's
Well,
like
real
Netflix
quick,
sucks.
what's the title of the podcast? So the 1.5 people that listen to this podcast can look it up if they feel like it.
It's called Tribbles and Transporters.
You
Trib-
can't have
what's a
tribbles.
tribble?
Be the word. Yeah. No one's looking that up. Come
Is
on.
it a dog treat? What the fuck's a tribble?
Tribbles. Tribbles and bits.
Yeah, it sounds like a candy.
Oh no.
Yeah, no,
Sounds
it's
like a candy you break your tooth on.
no,
That would
it's
definitely
like
be hard.
it's like an
It's
animal.
a class action lawsuit against Tribbles and Bits. I'm sorry, Sarah, but just like Jesus Christ.
Tribbles.
Yeah, they popped up in like an original series episode back in the 60s, but they're basically like this little fuzzy
off the
ball. It's like an animal that procreates itself, and so
Like a
like the
gremlin?
gag is sort of it's like a gag where if you have one tribble, then an hour later there will be 10, and what happened is the tribbles
like
basically
herpes.
like yeah there were millions of them by the end of this particular episode. So it's like you don't want a tribble for a pet, you're just asking for trouble. So anyway, they're like a really famous really famous thing in Star Trek.
I
If you
looked it
weren't
up.
so sweet, I would be like, I hate this name.
It is a weird name, but it fits the name. Now that I looked it up, it's basically a cat without a face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What? Without a face?
It's just it's if a cat was just a ball with no legs and face.
Do you spell tribble like you would dribble?
Yeah.
Yes, with a T.
And wait, what was the other part of the name? Tribbles and what?
Tribbles
Oh,
and
this looks
Transporters.
freaky, bro.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
now are these from the original or from the 90s? This looks like from the 90s one.
No, that's from the original in the 60s.
Dude, it looks so Gem, it looks so stupid. Look at the like how things were in 70s TV. Like
I know,
it's-
yeah, the old
It's
shots.
just who's the main guy in Star Trek from the 70s?
William Shatner?
Spacey?
It's just William Shatner with a bunch of plush toys.
Yeah,
It looks so
basically.
stupid. I love it.
So do you like the William Shatner one?
I actually have not seen most of it. I've seen a few episodes of it, and we're going through and kind of rewatching those for our podcast because all three of us haven't seen most of the episodes. So it's okay. Like, I mean, you have to kind of mentally get past the dated aspect of it, but story wise, and Star Trek's like really famous for bringing a lot of like sociological and philosophical things into their stories. And so that's kind of the reason that you watch it, is for that.
William Shatner's
and,
playing with
yeah.
pillows. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. It is a little hokey, but
Didn't they have like smartphones or something back in the day?
Did they?
Am
oh,
I
you
crazy?
mean like the flip communicators?
Yeah,
Those-
couldn't
yeah.
couldn't they like video conference call each other on like devices? And that was
They
back
could.
before that was like a thing.
Yeah, they even did that in the 60s. That was a thing back then.
That's
So
crazy.
the flip phones in the 90s were actually modeled after the communicators in Star Trek. So
Really?
yeah.
Oh damn.
And the iPads and stuff today, were modeled after what the pads on Star Trek in the 90s. So Star Trek is kind of a predictor for technology a little bit.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Did you watch the new movies like he was talking about?
I watched the first two. I didn't see the last one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're okay. Yeah, my favorite part of Star Trek is really the shows from the 90s, like Next Generation and those. So
Is that what it's called? Next Generation? Star Trek Next
yeah,
Generation?
there was like 4. They did like 4 series in the 90s, and then it petered out, and then they did the new movies, and now they've got 2 series going again. So yeah, so that's the new Star Trek, and I'm about to have 3 new series going actually. So it's like come back.
Oh,
after
that's
20
like the
years.
one. That's like the one with the bald guy.
Yeah, Patrick Stewart. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. See, I've never seen Star Trek. To be fair, I've never seen Star Wars either. But
Mhm.
yeah, huh? That's interesting. That bald guy. He's in a bunch of memes. That's how I know him.
Yeah, the memes are really famous. So
Yeah, I was watching Lord of the Rings the other day, like the first one. I forgot how
Mhm.
many memes came from that freaking movie.
All right, I'm back.
What up? I didn't
No,
know
I
you were
left
gone.
for like. Oh, good.
Yeah, I've never seen Lord of the Rings.
What?
So I've
How?
not. I'm not into like fantasy stuff really. So,
Yeah, to be fair, that I'm not into like the space future stuff, so that's probably
Yeah.
why I haven't seen Star Trek.
Yeah, Star Trek's
Yeah.
more
Good movie, though.
reality.
No, it's not.
It was a joke. That was she said she wasn't into fantasy.
Nah,
Jesus,
dude, you saying wizards aren't real, man? Come on, hobbits, midgets exist. You know, we know this. No, it's impossible to watch like the Shire though. That scene. Have you seen Lord of the Rings, Whitey?
No, I actually haven't seen
How
any
the
of them.
fuck, you guys?
I actually just saw a Harry Potter marathon with my girl the other day because I've only seen like maybe 1.5, 2 of the movies before watching a bunch of them with her.
Dude, Gandalf rolls up in this like horse and carriage to like the most like beautiful fucking
Isn't
fields
the
of green.
guy in Lord of the Rings the same guy in Harry Potter?
No,
The guy who plays the
not even
prince?
slightly.
Ah, thank you.
Wait, what? You talking about fucking Frodo Baggins? Who? Oh, the old they actually
Imagine
were the
being a
same.
main actor in those 2 iconic series of movies. That's really cool, man.
I did the
Yeah, but
thing
not
where
when you're
I forgot I was muted again.
Not when you're 80 though. Like it would have been cool to like land a gig like that when you're in your like 30s, but he's like 80.
Oh, dude,
What's
imagine
he gonna
like
do with all that money?
Imagine being an actor your whole life, or you're just maybe getting into it in your 50s and you're just doing regular roles, and all of a sudden you land those 2 roles near the end of your life. That's really
Yeah, and
cool,
you're
man.
no, there's no way you wouldn't be like, oh, dude, I couldn't have done this in like my peak.
Well,
Like,
hold on. Have you ever watched a movie that was so, but the conclusion was so good you went, wow, I kind of like that movie because of the end?
yeah, but I'm not gonna die in like a year after that.
You guys are just a special kind of stupid. And
I'm not that stupid, man. All right, I'm a
I
genius.
am that stupid.
I'm so smart that I'm stupid. That's what it is. But yeah, Star Trek. What were we talking about for Lord of the Rings? Oh, did you No, you got to watch that podcast, dude, with Mike Tyson though.
I guess. I don't
And
know.
Bill Burr. Just do it. What do you
Gotcha.
send? Oh, he's DMing.
No one's DMing me.
Oh yeah. No, it was the same guy who played both. You're right.
So wait, Sarah, so what are you investing more time in now? The Star Trek podcast or your YouTube channel?
YouTube's a lot more work, so I spend a lot more time doing that. We try to do like weekly episodes on our podcast, but we don't always make that. Sometimes it's every couple of weeks. But
Well, are you trying to like make this a thing for audience, or are you kind of doing that whole cliche of, oh, we just do it for fun and then we upload it?
no, I mean it's just a hobby podcast. We never intended to make money from it or anything. So, but it is a lot of fun, you know. So
So if some network said, hey, we're going to offer you each $3 million to do weekly episodes, would you start maybe focusing on keeping that a weekly
man.
thing more often?
We're independent. We're doing our own thing out here. What do you mean?
uh,
Not in Biden's America, all right?
yeah, that would be a hard offer to refuse.
I think those weekly episodes would be way more consistent.
Oh, they'd be daily at that point.
Yeah, it's like, wait, if we do daily, are we talking $6 million? Are we talking $15 million?
listen, yeah, dude, you gotta triple that number. Come on.
Well, if somebody else edited it, then they would
Times
be a lot
5.
more doable, you know. But I'm the editor for the podcast and for the YouTube, and you know,
Wait, I thought
editing
you
a
said
podcast.
I thought you said it was audio only.
It is, but you have to edit. Well, we edit our audio.
Oh, you edit it? Why would you
yeah.
do that?
Because maybe
you
she
know.
doesn't want to get in trouble for saying
Yeah, 'cause
gay
maybe-
slurs over and over during a 2-hour episode. Jim,
because
unlike
maybe
other people.
Because maybe she had a flat earther on. Who,
Yeah, or maybe because she's smart.
Yeah. Well, we don't do ours live like you guys do. So there's a lot of pauses and breaks and mistakes and, you know, you want to cut out a lot of the ums and all of that stuff. So
She basically just said, "We're not idiots like you guys who act like everything we say is awesome. So we actually cut out a bunch of the shit so we can have an episode."
No,
Dude,
no,
yeah,
I'm
but
not
if-
allowed to edit.
If we had to cut out all the ums, dude, I'd be editing this thing for years.
Can you stop playing with the bottle cap for 5
I'm not
fucking
playing with the
seconds?
bottle cap, man. You always say
What
that.
is you're?
It's my
it feels like you're
chair.
playing with. It's one of those dreidel things where you would throw the little zip and then they'd fight in the little ring.
Oh, the Beyblades?
Oh, the Beyblades.
Yeah, dude, those were hot in the streets.
Those
in
were
the
cool
90s, dude.
kids Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Oh, nah.
Yeah, because Yu-Gi-Oh cards
Nah.
were gay. Those things were cool.
They were both equally gay. Beyblades. I'm pretty sure their nickname was Gay Blades, dude. Yeah, no, they were
Wait.
the worst.
What were out of the 3 things? What was the most gay? Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Beyblades, or Heelys?
Yu-Gi-Oh, definitely. No, it was Beyblade.
It had to be Heelys, dude. Come
Yu-Gi-Oh
on.
were kind of cool for a minute. Yu-Gi-Oh was hot in the streets for like a year.
Sarah, are you comfortable answering this question?
I don't know what the other 2 are. I know what Heelys are, but I don't know what the other 2 are.
You don't know,
You don't know what
Beyblades
Yu-Gi-Oh
are?
cards are?
No.
No. How old are you? If
White eyes,
you're
blue
okay saying.
dragon, blue eyes, white dragon.
I'm actually 40, so
Are you
40?
fucking with us or no?
There's
no,
no
I'm
way.
serious. Yeah,
You're not. You're not 40 years old.
I am. I was
Are you?
born in 1980, so yeah.
She's fucking with us.
1980.
Yeah.
You look like
that would make
you're
you like 32.
20 something in your YouTube videos.
I know, but I've always looked younger than I am.
Whoa, dude, this is insane. Holy
What?
shit! I've been saying gay in front of my mom this whole episode.
In front of my mom. 40's not that old, dude.
I
Jesus.
know, but like,
This isn't Maggie
wow.
McGuire over here.
Good for
Freaking-
you.
Yeah. So I know what Heelys are. I remember those, but I don't know the other 2 what you're talking about. So
Yeah, no, you
it must have
shouldn't.
been after my time.
You shouldn't.
Freaking Big Red over here.
Hmm,
I
okay.
hate him. I hate him.
What,
No, they were like
humans?
Pokemon. You know what Pokemon is?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of like that.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't kind of. It was exactly like that. Do
No, it wasn't. It was different.
you remember Digimon?
Digimon, digital monsters, Digimons are
Oh,
the champions.
Do you guys remember Zoids?
Nah, that's different.
Those were the robots that would be in the shape of animals.
No, those are Transformers.
No. Well, Transformers were in the shape of vehicles. These were in the shape of animals.
No, but when they weren't vehicles, weren't they animals?
Well, if you were watching,
Like, wasn't
Zoids,
Bumblebee
then
a
yes.
bee?
No, he was a Camaro.
Yeah, but when he wasn't a Camaro, he was a Bumblebee, right?
Well, he was a robot named Bumblebee.
Shut up. Shut up. I hate him. Get him.
Your,
I
your
don't.
name's Gemini, but it doesn't mean you're a gem.
It's not my name.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean.
Actually, I legally changed it.
You're
all right.
40? Like
I know,
what?
yeah, no, you're not.
There's no. She's definitely
She's trolling.
lying.
No, I'm being serious.
Jesus,
I wish I was lying
wow.
because I don't like being 40, but
Do you work for a makeup company?
no. I have good genes. I don't know how else to explain it.
Yeah, you do. Mom jeans.
Now, to be fair, I feel like when I'm 40, I'll look like I'm way younger as well. I look way younger than I am.
You'll
I
sound
look like I'm
younger
16.
because we're dumb.
No, but I look younger. I look like I'm 16 and I'm 29, so it's been
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're bald.
You whack Eminem.
That's all it is. You're bald. Stop being bald and you look young again. But yeah, so what was I, dude? I had something else too. I swear to God I did. Oh no, it was the AT&T girl. We already talked about that. Dude, we gotta have a no fapper on. Remember?
Does Sarah know what that is?
Do you know what no fap is, Sarah?
Yeah, I do. I've seen it around on Reddit, so I know what it is.
Like,
yeah.
you don't know what Yu-Gi-Oh is, but you know what no fap is?
That is
Yeah.
a little.
Well,
Yeah,
I
I'm a
mean,
little upset about
you
that.
can't like be on Reddit and not see that.
That's true.
That's like not knowing who Jay-Z is, and then she's like, "Oh my God, MF Doom died. What the fuck?"
MF Doom. Yeah, no, Reddit. Do you use Reddit a lot?
I do for just like certain subs, but I mean, I'm not a heavy Reddit user.
Yeah, Reddit gets a little rowdy. Reddit's
Yeah.
is a I used
4chan.
it.
Does anyone know what 4chan is?
Yeah, of course.
Well, like is it like
Now,
Reddit or
4chan gets rowdy, dude. Holy
I
shit!
feel like Reddit is where people who it's like they have a chance to be like actually funny, and then 4chan's like we are gonna just say the worst possible thing of
Oh
all
yeah,
time.
no, I've only been on
Am I
4chan like
close?
yeah, I've only been on 4chan like twice in my life, but every single conversation within like 3 or 4 posts turns into like how Jews are like ruining the world. I'm like, oh god, like any post I've ever seen on there, which is only like 5 to be fair. I don't ever really go on there.
If I
But
were to
that's
describe the 3 forums based off my layman of not knowing, Tumblr would be like elementary school, Reddit would be say middle school, high school, and then 4chan would be an AA meeting.
yeah, yeah. Tumblr seemed like it was the worst as well though when I went on Tumblr. Tumblr
Oh, is it?
seemed yeah, it's just the other way. Like
What do you
instead of
mean?
like it's instead of being like, oh, we can say everything and just offend people, it's like, oh, if you say one word, we're gonna hunt you down and dox you. It's like kind of the other side of it, you know. All like the woke shit kind of started on Tumblr.
Hmm.
Yeah, because it was like we're you know
So
girls
are we
in
not
college.
talking about history for the remainder of this episode?
We can talk about history. I don't give a fuck.
I had questions, dude.
All right, dude. I thought our boy Social Stud, you know,
He
fucking
did it.
covered it.
I love Brady, but 90% of the questions we ask, he's like, I'm not really an expert on that,
Yeah, because you asked him questions about
but I will
like
give it my best try.
you're like, so the pyramids. He's like, yeah, I'm 18th century.
To be fair, I didn't know when the pyramids were made.
I don't think anyone does, to be
Well,
honest
actually,
with you.
Sarah, you said you saw that episode, right? Or parts of it?
I listened to parts of it, yeah.
What did you think? Like when you heard that, were you like, they're all stupid?
No, I didn't think that at all.
Um,
No,
so
so
what-
Social Stud knows way more than I do about history, so I will say
Oh,
that.
really?
Oh yeah.
how do you know?
He just sounded like I mean, he sounded like he was actually studying it, so
I think he is. Yeah,
yeah.
I think he's actually going to like school for it and shit.
Well, now I'm confused though, because so your channel is reacting to history. Like, how do you react to him? Do you more just react of like, oh crap, I didn't know that. That's really cool.
Well, I mean, there's that aspect of it, but I actually try to give my own thoughts and observations on it, and then most of my audience is from the UK, so they're coming at history from a completely different perspective than I am because I'm an American, and so I will often like give my thoughts as from an American perspective on whatever the subject is. And it's interesting to read the comments, because they'll usually come back with something completely different, and then I learn from them and kind of how, like, people over in Europe see the world and see history completely differently than we do over here. It's crazy. And I didn't realize that. So,
Yeah, and
What do
they
you
hate
What do you
us.
mean by that?
They
With
hate us because they ain't us.
what
know
do you
what I'm
mean by
saying?
that in terms of the differences? Like, how do they see it?
well, I mean, for instance, you take US history, we're taught a lot about, the Revolutionary War and kind of our perspective on it. And then I come to find out that over in the UK and England, they don't even know about it.
Yeah,
They're not
because they
they're
try
not
to cover it up because they got
well,
their
yeah,
asses kicked.
well, not even that. It's just they're not taught about it at all because it's not important to their history because at the time they were battling all of these other at the time world powers like Spain and France and so forth. And so they were focused on that, and the US was just like a little footnote in history for them. So it's not even important
Is
to
that
them in their
real?
history.
Is that
Yeah.
serious? Like, it's a footnote for them because
Yeah,
they were battling so many other nations.
Like it's an
exactly.
excuse.
They were
That's
focused
just
on
what
the
they
European
say.
powers. Yeah.
Now, do you believe that, or do you think they're just saying that because they are still like embarrassed to teach that?
It's probably a little bit of both, but I think it's legit. I mean, I've done some research online because when I started hearing that on my channel, I started researching it online and found a lot of people from the UK saying that. Like, um, yeah, I mean, England was so busy with other things at that time and other colonies and so forth, and it just wasn't, important. It's to us, it sounds crazy, because to us, it's like the
It's the
founding of our
big,
country.
yeah, it's the
Yeah.
big one. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean much to them.
That'd be like
So,
us being like, yeah, we're not going to talk about slavery because we were dealing with the Civil War. We had bigger fish to fry at that time. It's like,
yeah.
one kind of had to do with the other. Like, wasn't France and Spain fighting them because of like America in part?
Yeah, well, I mean,
Because they were all fighting for parts of the country, right? Like, didn't France have its like territories here and Spain did?
yeah, exactly, and I think Britain eventually beat them both, for the most part. I think Spain hung on to Florida, until they sold it to us or something, but, yeah, like, France and Spain aided us in the Revolutionary War against England because they were fighting a war over in Europe with England at the same time, and so we were kind of like a proxy war for them, sort of, over here,
Hmm.
and that's how they view it.
What do you mean by that? A proxy war?
Well, I mean, France aided us. They brought, their troops over here, monetary aid and so forth to beat England over here. So maybe proxy war is not the right term, but
No, I really like. I don't know what the
yeah.
word proxy meant.
Well, it's just proxy. Actually, now that I think about
I'm
it,
glad you
it's
said it
probably
'cause I
not
didn't
the.
either.
Yeah, it's like no, I'm not like saying like, what do you mean by proxy war? Like, do you mean no, like seriously?
I've
What do
heard
you
it.
mean? Like, I heard that word, but I have no
Definitely
fucking clue
heard
what
the
you're
word.
talking about.
Could not tell you what it means.
Yeah.
Well,
Explain.
well, now that I think about it, I don't think proxy war is the correct term. Basically, a proxy war is where you get other people to fight for you.
Would you say kind of like
So
how Russia and U.S. tried
yeah,
to use Cuba in a way to fight
yeah,
their war?
or Iran, or these countries in the Middle East where we
So
back.
we were the
Yeah.
third world country between France and UK. Holy shit! We were the fucking man. We were the peanut table.
Yeah, but look at us now. Yeah, I
Mhm.
wonder who the next superpower will be after us. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think about that, because every single superpower in the history of the world has fallen at some point.
It's always
So you
gonna,
have
yeah,
to,
there's always gonna be a
That
new one.
that always amazes
yeah.
me that like England basically ruled the world for hundreds, around 500 years. I mean, the world, like basically what Hitler tried to do with Germany. England's like, dude, we put our flag everywhere in this whole little
Mhm.
globe. So
Yeah, but there were no cars or planes. You know, it's like saying, "Oh, I fucking Babe Ruth was the best base player." Like, yeah, he wasn't really playing top like athletes. You know what I mean?
Well, it makes it
I just tried
harder,
to get
actually.
Whitey
Yeah.
mad because he loves it.
I was like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna purposely not talk so this bomb can just go off.
Yeah, but it
everywhere.
wasn't a bomb. You know I'm right.
It was a bad
Don't
bomb.
you hide. Don't you hide behind silence.
I'm gonna take Patrice's joke and be like, I'm gonna wear that bomb and run into Palestine with it.
Palestine.
Palestine.
Palestine. Yeah, what's the deal with the whole Palestine thing? Do you know what that is? Why are they all fighting over this still?
He's asking you, by the way. He's not definitely not asking me.
All I know is that both Palestine and Israel want to occupy the same territory. So
It's
that's what they're
always
fighting
land.
over.
But who's right? Can you tell us who's right and wrong?
Yeah.
Uh, the thing is that they
Pretend no
both.
one can find who you are, and then give us the honest answer.
Well, honestly, that's why it's disputed because nobody knows. Everybody goes back to like ancient times and tries to see who had the first claims on what, and they both go back thousands of years, and so it gets really, really difficult to kind of say, we were here
Guys,
first or whatever. So
follow SoGal on YouTube. The Holocaust, no one really knows who was right or wrong
Yeah.
in that situation.
the Holocaust is
Only
not the same
600
thing.
Yeah, little yin, little
I mean,
yang,
who would fight over a desert though? That's my like. You
That's
can
a good
keep it.
question.
Why
I
are
mean,
they
there's
so?
a river there.
I mean, they've been fighting for thousands of years
There's a
over
river
a
there.
desert.
Have
Who
you ever
cares
had
about the river?
Have you ever had Lakeview property, man? You'd fight over that.
Like, not in the desert. I wouldn't. That's like, no, just go to a forest like everyone else.
Or a woodland.
That's what a forest is.
No, they're actually two different things, Gemini.
What's a woodland?
It's not a forest.
It's a land with wood. And what is wood? It's trees. It's a forest.
Basically, a woodland has less trees than a forest.
So it's what? No, you
it's
just
a
made that up.
Hey, dude, hand to Hitler God, or I don't know, fucking know. It's a woodland's different.
Hand to Hitler God?
I tried to make it a joke, but that was a bad one.
Was it a South Park episode? Yeah, no, I feel like they gotta stop fighting over there, you know? We gotta when's the peace treaties coming out? We gotta give them some water or something. Dude, imagine if we could like
I know.
Well,
Have you seen that video where these Canadian people want to build a pipeline through this Native American territory? So
No.
the Native American people are protesting, and they actually come with a 24-pack of bottled water
Just laying
and
pipe.
and tobacco, and they go, "We're giving you this as a peace offering." It's like, dude,
It's like a medium coffee from Dunkin' Donuts. It's like, hey, man.
It's the year 2006. What the fuck are you talking about? And they're like, they
You
didn't
want some
accept
Poland Spring?
They didn't accept the peace offering, so the one guy picked it up and took it away. He walked away with it.
Oh, that's great. I mean, you lost, you know? Just like it's the Canadian, it's Canada now. You lost. What are they fighting over?
Sarah's looking at her phone like, I really hope my son
Oh.
doesn't turn into these two. Like, holy shit, if my son turns into these two, we're in a bad shape.
Dude, isn't water like still not drinkable in some like state in the US?
Gem!
What?
Shut up.
Why? What? What the fuck did I do?
Fucking
Why are
water.
you yelling at me?
Because we've been talking about water since like, just stop drinking bottled water.
No, dude, but
there's nothing wrong with the tap water.
it's safer, dude. Yeah, it is, dude. I live near an air base. Air Force base. They dump chemicals in the fucking water, dude. Dude, I'm a landscaper. You know how much fucking pesticide I put down?
Yeah, but you're acting like
I don't
you
directly
know,
put it down.
You're acting like you know exactly what's in bottled water.
No, but I know it's in tap water, dude, and I ain't drinking it. Ain't no
So
way.
you'd rather drink the thing that could be either worse or better because you don't know?
Yeah, I trust private schools more than public schools, man. That's just how I'm built. I don't know what to tell you. Yes, I trust corporations more than government. I absolutely do, 100%. And I'm drinking my goddamn Poland Spring till I die.
Sarah, did you go to a private or a public school?
I was homeschooled, actually.
Get the fuck out.
That always seemed like the
so
best. How was that? What was that like?
Yeah.
It was good and bad. For the most part, it's a pretty good experience.
My teacher sucked.
Yeah, your teacher can also ground you. Like,
yeah, that was the downside, is that I was one of those like stubborn kids, and so my mom and I did not always get along when it came to like school stuff. She had a very different way of learning, and so whenever she tried to like get me to do it her way, I was not that way. Yeah, so so sometimes we butted heads, but for the most part, it was really cool because it gave me kind of like this value of like lifelong learning, so it taught me how to teach myself things, because you don't have a teacher standing up in front of the class, spoon feeding you information all day long. So yeah, so I think I picked up some good skills with that, and then college was a breeze when I got there. So
Were you homeschooled for college?
No.
Is that legally allowed?
No.
It's like you're trying to become a doctor and they bring home operation.
No, I went to the University of Memphis, actually. So
is that a good college? I don't know much about that stuff.
It's not the best in the world, but it's not terrible. So
do they have a good football team?
For their conference, yes.
Oh, dude, it pays for the school, man.
So it's not a good college for education. Gotcha.
It's not like top tier or anything, for sure.
Wait, how do you not have more of an accent if you live in Memphis, Tennessee?
Because he's Russian.
Oh yeah, from
Philadelphia. Because you know what, I grew up watching like how people got made fun of in media for having a Southern accent. And so I was like, I don't want to sound like that. So I purposely I purposely tried not to get one when I was a kid. So,
Oh,
yeah.
that's crazy, dude.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of it
That
is, I know.
dude. Like, to actually change your
crazy.
whole way of speech because you saw like people getting lambasted all over videos and shit. That sucks.
Lambasted.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the stereotype, right? Is the Southerners are
Yeah.
stupid.
No matter
So,
what you say, you
yeah.
sound dumb. I
Yeah.
can't help it because I have to purposely trick my mind into being like, no, don't think like that. But it's hard not to. Same with we were talking about it last time. Me and Whitey were like British people. Like no matter how dumb they are, they just sound smarter.
Yeah,
People
exactly.
in America think they're smart. It's like, no, they're
Mhm.
just the dumb English guy that couldn't trick all his friends, so he came to America to trick
Yeah.
all of us.
Yeah. Yeah,
They're
exactly.
like, oh, you fat Yankees. It's like, dude, you eat fish and chips every day. You guys are fat too. All right.
Mhm.
I'm sick of UK people thinking they eat healthy.
Dude, what is
What are
this
you doing?
the I hate the United Kingdom episode?
It should be, dude.
It really is.
That's
We've
exactly
talked
what it
more
should be
shit
called.
about the UK than the Holocaust in
I'll
this
bring Drunkle in
episode.
here.
Drunkle, dude. He's
Answer for
yeah,
the UK's crimes.
yeah. That's all you need to know is Drunkle, dude. All you need to know about. But did you like? Was it weird not having like? Because I hated school. Right? It was like prison. But the only good thing about it was friends and the social aspect.
Mhm.
Was it weird not having that? Did you have like how did you make friends as a kid if you weren't in school?
Yeah, they
You
put
know
it in
what I
a
mean?
box after school hours, Jim.
Well, we went to like one of those mega churches that had like every single activity under the sun. So I was involved with that stuff. And then, of course, the neighborhood kids, we'd play after they got home from school every day. And then there was actually a homeschool. I played varsity basketball, actually. There's a homeschool
Oh
team.
shit!
We played other private schools in
Gotta
the
look up her
city.
stats.
So,
Oh, that's cool.
Get the
Yeah.
Sarah SoGal Yu-Gi-Oh basketball card.
yeah.
Well, that's good that you actually had like other outlets for that because I feel like if a parent were to like homeschool and then not have all those things, it's kind of like having an indoor cat. You just like
Yeah.
they're always staring out the window and you're just like, ah.
No, I had marching band,
Or you get
varsity
an outdoor cat
basketball,
that always
all
gets
of that.
pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
They always come home with way bigger tits. It's like, ah, God, she's
Yeah,
8 weeks in.
Woman of the night over here. What are you?
You were fucking tribbles and bits over there.
Yeah.
Some
Here comes
cat
this
tribble.
strumpet just waltzing in after a fucking orgy.
So wait, are you into sports at all, or did you just play basketball as a kid?
I enjoy college sports. I'm not really into the pro
We
stuff
could have been
very
talking
much.
about sports this past hour.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
thank God. Yeah, Will.
Jem hates
Could have
sports,
been
but
so great.
I love sports. I would have had a great hour.
Sports
Yeah.
stink. No, we can talk about sports though. I'm not opposed. As long
No,
as we
I'm
don't
actually-
start talking about fucking what was that movie? The retarded? The
Space Jam?
no, the movie that kid was talking about last week.
Space Jam 2?
The what? The Departed, yeah. As long as
That
we
has
don't talk
nothing to
about-
do with sports.
No, I know. I'm just saying, as long as we don't talk about The Departed.
Something to do with Boston, so you can talk about the Celtics, but that's about it.
The fucking Boston kid, huh? What are you fucking doing over here? Eh?
No, I'm actually interested. So you said you after a regular homeschool, you went to I guess like
I got a
a
fucking donkey's kid.
religious after school.
Going to the fucking Packy store, dude. Sorry.
No, it was just a very, very large church. And so they had
What religion though? Was it Christianity or Protestant?
Protestant Christianity. And
Protestant.
they actually had like a marching band.
Oh jeez, don't tell me you played the tuba.
I
No.
didn't, but it was mostly homeschoolers actually from like around the city that did it. Yeah. We actually
I'm
marched in like
sorry.
parades and stuff. Yeah.
The tuba.
I'm sorry to cut you off. What was that one fucking instrument where someone had to literally drag it with a wheelbarrow while the kid was playing it? Like the big horn was bigger than the kid. Does
Oh,
anyone
dude, it
know
looks like
which
they're getting
one?
strangled by a fucking giant brass snake.
It's like a
They have to like actually suit into it. Like they have to like
What is
wrap
that
their
thing?
body. I don't know, but it's
Who
unnecessary.
invented that? And it was like,
Yeah.
yeah, this is an instrument for the future.
Yeah, some of the instruments I would see the kids come into school with like the big fucking oboe, whatever the fuck that thing was.
The
And it was like
oboe?
8 foot tall violin thing. I don't know what the names. but they had to lug that shit
Oh.
around. I was like,
Mm.
poor kid.
So you guys did your anti-Semitic parades, but what was
What?
what
Christmas parades. I don't know.
Christmas? Or do you still do that kind of stuff, or was something
No.
that you did as a kid?
No,
No.
that was just something I did in high school.
Dude, that's something you
Or-
can only be forced to do by adults. No one's going on a religious parade like
So
in
what
their own free
the
will.
adults who are doing it, they're great. Like their parents who are 80 are forcing them still to do the parade.
Nah, but the priest probably is like, I'm really gonna miss you if you're not there. Like, all right.
You were there with me with little Timmy, so I'll show the pictures and bring you down with me unless you do this parade.
Oh Jesus! All right, we're not talking about Catholics, all right? Let's keep it PG. Are you religious?
I hate
Yeah,
that
I
was the
grew up.
dumbest question.
I grew
Why?
up,
That's not dumb.
Christian. So yeah, I
So you believe in
I'm a
God and all
Christian.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I believe in something. There's gotta be something to this, you know. I
Can you
know
stop
Whitey.
playing with the bottle cap for
Whitey went to.
5
It's not the fucking
seconds?
bottle cap.
What is it, Jem?
It's not. It's a
What is it?
fucking. It's a pocket knife thingy.
Yeah, but Jem, the audio sounds terrible with that.
Does
shit.
it?
Yes, dude, I hate it. How do you think if someone isn't here thinks about it?
Well, Sarah hasn't mentioned it once.
Because she's being nice.
Our producer hasn't mentioned it once.
She's 40. She has class.
You're not 40. You just. I can't. Stop. You're trolling.
She got the youth of life over there.
I know. What the hell? What's your diet like? Jesus Christ.
Cranberries.
It could be better.
Cranberries.
Yeah.
It could be better.
Yeah.
Jem, stop playing with it.
That was, dude. I have to drink. It's a water bottle.
Yeah,
How do you want me to close the cap,
if this
man?
continues into next week, I'm done doing the podcast. Hands down. I'm not. You can't just.
Oh, there's where the cookie crumbles, huh? Here's where it all.
You can't just
down.
do that all episode.
I have to. Okay. I won't drink water then on the podcast.
No, you why do you have to
No.
take it to that level? Get a cup.
What? You just said you'd quit the podcast. You fucking.
By the way, who crinkles the bottle every time they drink water from a bottle?
It's a crinkly material, dude.
No,
It's not on purpose.
You don't have to crinkle it on purpose. You
It's
can.
my mitts. I didn't crinkle it on purpose. I never did.
Have you ever just put the bottle at a different angle and the water falls into your throat?
Here's the thing: is I'll mute when I drink water. How about that?
But we'll
So
hear
good.
the mute sound when you do it.
Wait, you hear my mute sound?
Make a mute sound. Let's see if we hear it. No, I didn't.
Yeah,
hear that.
you know, only I hear it, you dink.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Jewel, you didn't hear that on your end either, right? No.
Yeah, I'll
never
just
mind.
mute when I drink then.
Wait, so
There we
wait,
go.
if
Doesn't
I
have to be a
hold on.
fight.
You don't hear
Yeah.
that?
No,
I could. Oh, Jesus Christ, Duel.
I know.
Duel said he heard it. I know he said he heard it
No, he didn't. Don't blame it on Duel. You're just mad. Why are you mad?
because of the bottle.
Now you're throwing a tantrum.
I'll gladly
I
throw
threw
a
a tantrum last week. Now you're throwing one.
What was your tantrum last week?
Remember when I flipped out because the kid didn't answer my question?
No, you flipped out.
And I was like, why the
kept
fuck am I
ignoring
here? Why am I even here, man?
you.
And you
yeah,
guys
that
had
was
to
on-
awkwardly be like, dude, calm down.
That was on me. You because I kept ignoring what you were saying.
And then I went to take a piss and you guys ended the podcast and you just like left before I got back. And I was like, oh, well, that's awkward.
Well, Sarah, you've been here for an hour, right? How have we handled this episode so far?
It's very
Honest
different from
critique.
our podcast.
She calls her friends. Hey, have we ever talked about Jews on Tribble?
Yeah.
You know,
No,
every
it's-
podcast is different, so you know, you do
Yeah,
that. You guys do you.
We have ADD, you know, it's hard to stay on track.
We do have ADD.
It's horrendous. It's been a problem my whole life.
Well, actually, real quick, being homeschooled, do you think there are
they're gonna say homeless.
Well, yeah, being home. Were there any advantages that you take away for being homeschooled compared to going to either a public or a private school?
Yeah, I actually went to a private school with one of my friends one time, just like spent the day there, and so much freaking time is wasted just
Mhm.
doing crap. And it's like in homeschool, you can just like do your work and get it done. If you're done in 3 hours, then you have the rest of the day to do whatever. So, like, that's the cool part of it.
Leave it
How
to the
was-
government to take forever to do nothing.
How
Yeah.
is the transition? Because like I feel like I would not have been able to take my mom seriously as a teacher. Like if she's like gives me eggs and toast, and then she's just like, okay, well now we enter the math segment. I'd be like, shut up,
Yeah.
mom.
Well, you secretly
Yeah.
hate your mom, so
You
don't
didn't go to
worry.
college, mom. You don't even have a passport. What are you gonna teach me?
Well, my mom did graduate from college with a 4.0, and she like tutored my dad through vet school
Oof, got your
or
bitch.
pre-vet. So
Oh,
so like
she's smart.
she knew what she was doing, and she had like a business education degree. So like she knew what she was doing. But yeah, honestly though, there was a little bit of that where I just couldn't take her seriously as a teacher sometimes, and that's why we kind of clash sometimes. But
So was your mom the main teacher, or did your dad teach at all?
my dad helped a little bit, because he like has more of my learning style, and so if it wasn't working with my mom, he would sit down with me and try to help me, think through it. So
Was she a stay-at-home mom, or did she actually have a career as well while teaching you?
no, she was primarily stay at home. She did like some bookkeeping type work also on the side, but for the most part, just a stay at home mom. So
Was there ever any like get-togethers with local homeschooled kids, like once a month or something?
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Oh, there
that's how it
was?
works. Yeah.
Oh shit! Wait, how's
Mhm.
that work? You guys all get together and shit?
Yeah, it's like I
Ritz
don't really, yeah,
crackers,
seriously.
some Ritz
Yeah.
crackers and Oreos and shit.
Lady, that was the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
How's that a dumb thing?
You're like, oh, would you get together with homeschoolers? Yeah. So what's that like? You all get together and shit? It's like, yeah, that's what a get together is you get together.
But I'm just thinking like fruit punch and Pop Tarts and shit. Like, what was that like?
No, it was well, from what I remember, it was like you would have like a 2-hour gym, like you would go and you would just play games together and stuff. Like it was every
you guys were
city
part of
in
a
the
cult.
US, every city in the US has like a homeschool association, and so they have like organized events and teams.
No, it does
Yeah.
not, Sarah. I've
Yeah,
never
it
seen a
does.
homeschool
It has to.
association.
It has to.
Yeah.
Because don't you have to like abide by certain things to like
Yeah.
actually graduate and shit?
Oh,
There
dude,
are
the Knicks are only
legal
down by 12.
Yeah. Yeah. There are like legal requirements to it. Yeah.
Why'd your mom do it? Is she just like libertarian or something?
Well, I think the part of it was they wanted to have more say in, our education and what we learned and stuff, and I think she was concerned about, like, peer pressure in school, that type of stuff, but, yeah, so those are the main reasons from
How
what
do
I
you
know,
think it
so.
had changed your adult life in terms of socializing? Like, was it a really big transition from going 12 years of being homeschooled and then all of a sudden going to college and just, I mean, like, because you probably saw these
Oh, it must have been
kids.
wild.
I'm sure you saw these kids though growing up in your neighborhood. You just didn't see them in school. So it wasn't even that big of a transition going from homeschool to college life.
No, it really wasn't. I was just more concerned because 'cause I'd never been in, like, a formal classroom before, and so I didn't know how that was gonna work, and so, like, my first week or 2 in college, I was a little concerned, but I ended up, doing really well in college because I learned how to study, on my own and stuff by then, so, I didn't really find college to be too difficult, honestly, so.
What's your degree in?
Film?
What?
Yes, film.
Film?
Mhm.
Why?
Why you say why? What do you mean? What's
we were
wrong with
talking about-
film?
We
What's
were
wrong
talking
with
about
film?
I was expecting like historian or something. She's like, yeah,
No.
Scorsese.
No, because she did Star Trek thing, right?
Oh, that's right, the Star Trek thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
but is that really
no.
a degree you can is that a 4-year degree?
It is, it's a bachelor's degree.
Oh, so they took
Yeah.
200 grand from you is what you're saying.
It wasn't that expensive. No,
Oh,
I did
that's
not spend
right.
200 grand
This
on
was
it.
back in like the 50s. Okay. All right, I got it.
Yeah. No, it's a state school. I did not go to USC, so.
Gotcha.
Oh,
USC's in California. Don't act like USC's in Memphis. Don't you dare.
did you like
That's
live at
exactly.
did you live at the school like in a dorm, or did you like commute?
No, because it's mostly a commuter school, so I just, stayed at home. Saved me a lot of money that way, and yeah, but no, I mean, I've lived in California. I actually just moved back from LA, recently during all the shutdowns and stuff, but I, like, worked out there, a little bit, so yeah.
Would you say the film degree has helped, or at least studying film in college has helped you in any aspect in terms of like YouTube or the podcast or just anything else besides that in your later life?
Yeah, I mean, you learn like the principles of videography and audio and stuff like that. But
You can do that on YouTube. You can do that for free on YouTube.
I know. But I also was able to like intern at the
was
Jim
before
Henson
YouTube.
company out
That
there.
is true. This
Oh,
is
really?
before
And
YouTube.
yeah, and so like I had to have a,
Is
college
that the guy that
credit.
made Muppets
It is, yeah.
and Sesame Street?
Yep.
Yeah, that
talking
dude's
about?
Jim Henson.
I never even knew the guy's name. No.
Yeah, you've seen Sesame Street.
No, I know that, but I've never like Jim Henson. I didn't know that was the guy who created it.
He looked like a hippie.
Let me see what he
Well-
looks like.
He was like an evil hippie.
An evil?
He
hippie?
wasn't
Why is
evil. He
No, he wasn't
evil.
evil, but he just looked like an evil. Like if a hippie was evil, that's what he would look
Oh,
like.
dude, he looks like the Steve Jobs of Sesame Street.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
He looks like he owns
Yep.
some shit and is
Oh,
also a
dude,
hippie.
he looks like Mr. Rogers' crooked brother.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
He's
he
kind of
does-
got an edge to him.
Yeah, Sarah, he does have a little bit of an edge to him. Like if Charles Manson had a cousin, it would be this guy.
Like no one likes puppets
Yeah.
that much unless they have like something dark. in
He
the
looks like the
past.
father of one of the members from the band Korn.
He looks like that, but if you hear him talk, he is like Mr. Rogers.
He has a wonky eye.
Oh, wonky eye. All right, guys. This has been legit. This was I actually had a really fun.
This has been legit.
Yeah, I don't know how to end episodes, but you don't know how to end episodes either.
You're
'cause
watching too much
fucking-
Passion Island. Yo, this is legitness, dude.
I'm watching too much Knicks game right now. Sarah, is there anything you wanted to tell our zero audience?
I hate it every
for-
time.
Well,
Every
yeah.
time.
Do you want them like to head to your YouTube channel or something, your podcast? Do you want to like broadcast that before we go?
Sure. You can look me up, SoGal, on YouTube, and our podcast. The URL for it is tribbles.podcast.com. If you want to look that up, or
they
we're
got
on
a
all of
website.
the podcast platforms as well. So
Tribbles and transporters.
Tribbles and transporters.
Right before we end, there's no way you're on all the platforms because we're on all the platforms, and it took me fucking 8 months to get on all those things.
Oh, well, our we use Buzzsprout, and they're really easy. To,
Oh, you guys actually invest in your stuff. Yeah, we're dumb.
Wait.
We're
What's
not-
wait. What's Buzzsprout?
It's podcast hosting, so they do all the work. We just say we want to submit our podcast to this platform, and they do it for us.
Yeah,
So-
why didn't we do that, Whitey? Why didn't we?
Because
do
we have a
Buzzsprout?
producer who's a stoner.
Yeah, that is true.
That's very
Uh,
true.
Yeah, wait, is that one of the ones you mentioned when we were talking about which ones?
No, we to be fair, we use Anchor, but SoGal, we also I actually because Jim can't even create a fucking Instagram. I
it's already
submitted-
it's been created for months.
Yeah, well, give me the URL. I created.
Why?
I
Just look it up.
submitted to like 15 other directories that were outside the one that Anchor uploads to. Like,
Oh.
are you on Blueberry?
I don't know. There might be a few that we're not on.
Are you
but-
on Latin?
Are you on
Musica?
this Latin music? Are you on a Latin music station?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No, we're not on a. Are you on a Latin music station?
We're in line right now, trying very hard.
It's
So
our biggest.
close.
It's our biggest goal, basically.
Clara Musica. Once we get in that, I don't care what happens to this podcast. Fucking, we made it.
Big fish in
Yo,
a little
Papa
pond.
John's word, we made it.
Yeah, that's the
All
one.
right, Duel,
Wait.
you can-
One last
oh,
question.
oh,
Sorry, one
Jesus.
last.
Last one.
Why is your name SoGal?
It's short for Southern Gal.
Oh, okay. Easy enough.
A lot better than Social Stud.
I thought it was gonna be something like that, like social.
By the way,
studies.
just for like drama's sake, to like get the podcast like an extra 2 viewers, can you and Brady from Social Stud just have like a pretend beef? And
Yeah,
start
say something
fighting?
about him.
Yeah, talk some
Light 'em
shit
up
on
right
your
now.
next
Talk some
YouTube
shit.
video. Yeah,
Say-
right now, actually. Yeah, right now.
Say Brady ain't shit. He didn't know nothing about no politics.
Tell him you're gonna choke out his little bird.
You know what? I know way more history than Social Stud, and I challenge
Yes.
him to a history quiz.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, dude, we should have them on and have a
that's
history
a
quiz.
genius idea. Like a Jeopardy, like a history Jeopardy between them.
All right, guys. Later
All
on,
right.
we will have both of them on for a history quiz. But
That
for
should
now,
happen.
thanks so much for coming on and listening.
Thank you.
All right, thank you
You any
guys.
kind of honest? Anybody know who you are? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
You are a nothing.
You're not even doing okay. You're not even doing kind of good, dude.
Imagine being such a nothing that a homeless guy breaks up with.
I want to kill him.
I want to crash a plane into your head.
I'm just saying, like,
yeah, hold on. That's like,
hold on.
You hold on.
I'm standing up.
A miserable, mediocre nothing. You nothing.
Nick Fuentes sounded like Fagatron 5000 of Fagaloo.